And welcome back to Nat19's Waterdeep Dragon Heist, session 5? Yes,
5 is true.
And it's been it's been 2 weeks.
It's been.
Yes, man.
2 weeks.
We have weird energy today, so,
It's-
enjoy.
Yeah.
It's going to be all over the place, and I don't even know what's going to happen, but it's going to be a heck of a lot of fun, whatever it's going to be.
Oh, Asura just gave $200.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, thank you, Asura. Go to bed, and thank you.
Has yet to turn down a challenge.
Stop selling drugs and go to bed.
I should note real quick. Sorry to interject. So with the whole selective recording thing, I'm no longer featuring the chats and most of the alerts and whatnot on the recorded version of things, just as a buffer against if anyone ever says something untoward, which I don't want to show up on YouTube.
Don't have to go out, edit it, and censor it or whatever.
So those on stream, that's all still there for you, but that stuff will not be there in the recording. I hope nobody minds. I just wanted to mention that there's a reason why it's not on screen going forward.
Noting, as long as the VODs are still available on Twitch, you can still watch them with a full chat replay.
It's true.
But only if you're a sub.
It's true.
Also, did you know you could sub to your favorite Twitch streamers for free? That's right, for free with Amazon. Anyways,
For free for $100.
for $8.99 for free. Anyways, I'm gonna roll a d4. Perfect. Baxter.
Yeah.
Jeez. Okay, so what happened last time was we officially signed all the paperwork that we had to sign in order to get the place in the city, the place that have we named it? Did we name it?
It was named
It was
Trollskull
pre-named?
Manor.
But
You
we
guys
didn't
haven't changed the name.
we
yet.
haven't said a name that okay, for some reason I was like
There were some names being tossed around, but we didn't decide on.
we didn't okay,
Yeah.
good. We didn't settle on any. I was like, did I forget?
Guys, think about this. The highest standard.
That sounds really goofy.
I remember the name Tiamat May Cry being thrown.
Oh yeah, well that was that was a joke. Baxter doesn't think it was a joke, but I know it's a joke. So we did that. We acquired that. Bax went and got his gauntlets, put him for repairs, and they're also being silvered so that if we find a ghost again, I can just give it a punch. We talked about the ghost in the place for a while, and eventually decided / were informed that the ghost is not a dangerous element, so we're not terribly worried about it. We went, Heckin Torn was contacted in his sleep, if I recall, by his superiors, who were like, go find this monk on this mountain so they could inform you of a great, terrible thing. And so we went, and they informed us of a very vague, terrible thing, and we know that...
I thought it wasn't that big.
Yes, but I'm giving the recap, not Baxter, is the thing. Baxter gets that it was very clear and very enlightening. Laif suffered several levels of exhaustion due to the mountain, and by several, I mean most of them. And the game ended with us returning, having a fight with some of the Xanathar's Guild baddos, and trying to find more information about what we're doing, / buying things for the house, / trying to make a Laif rest. Also, we went to the Fields of Triumph. Found out that in a while there will be single combat things.
Guys, do you think the Xanathar's Guild might have something to do with all this stuff?
I feel like that's an unfounded claim.
Okay.
I feel like that's completely ridiculous that you would even bring it up.
I'm not. I'm worried that we won't be able to surprise Xanathar if we need to get a drop on him. I've heard he has a book of everything.
He knows everything about it.
This is part of everything, I'm pretty sure.
But that is effectively, I think, most of the broad strokes of what happened last time.
Yeah, I'd say that's accurate. Heckin, yeah, you were on your way back from spending an inordinate amount of gold on having a Laif pampered.
Nah.
Oh, I have a thing the wrong color. Gotta fix it.
Oh no.
Way to go.
I'm sorry.
Oh no.
Oh no.
It's the donation goal's the wrong color. Our
That's fine.
branding is off.
Oh no!
I can't fucking believe this.
Not our branding.
Can you
You're right.
fix it?
I fixed it.
Anyways, okay, we're good.
Our branding is fixed. We can continue. Our branding that won't show up in the final video on YouTube.
Perfect. I'm glad that I just made dumb horn sounds for people who are, what the fuck is he doing? You return to Trollskull Manor, real name TBA, with a lady in tow, who at your direction heads upstairs, and is gonna do her thing. What time is it? It is. You guys would have been on the way back from that. It is currently the 17th of Alturiac. It is about 2 p.m. Is there anything specific that you guys want to look into today before I get into harassing a Laif?
I think I'm pretty much done all my stuff, I think.
I want to. I'd like to see a blacksmith about getting my pike repaired.
Want to see a man about a thing?
Yes.
Alrighty. I believe you heard about the one nearby. In any case, they're, what, like 100 feet away? You'd hear it. Exiting the building, you would notice just down the road there is a smithy being operated.
Okay.
Go
in there.
And fantasy
here's your
grounds.
neighborhood.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Oh, geez.
I'm
It's our
Where you
neighborhood.
live. You'd hear it coming off from this point.
Okay. I'll go around the block and go to the smithy there.
Alrighty. You walking up, you see smoke and steam billowing from several windows. This is a fully enclosed forge with like a small open section in the front with like a large doorway leading into an interior area where you hear more metalwork happening. At the front, you see a fairly tall, probably 5'11", pure red-skinned person. Looks fairly similar to Kyra. They've got
It's who she's looking
fiery
for.
hair. You would recognize this to be a Ganassi.
Okay.
You see him hammering away at a sword.
Hello. I have something to repair.
Yeah, just a second.
Yeah.
He hammers away at it for a little bit. He kind of glances over at you a couple times while he's doing it, and then he walks away from you and dips the red-hot blade in oil, and you see it start to boil and sizzle at it. As he lets it go and shakes his hand, he turns around. Yeah, what can I do for you?
Yeah. I pull out my pike. Yeah, this thing was damaged from combat,
He
but
snatches it
corrosive
from you.
damage. So.
And he grabs it out of your hands and starts looking at the tip of it. Yeah, you wrecked this thing up pretty bad, didn't you? Yeah, I can fix this. Yeah, this is
Nasty.
nothing big.
Nasty things in the sewers, man.
Acid damage, probably ooze then.
Yeah.
Who's asking?
Funny.
Wait, serious?
We're not there.
That's where we are today. Yes, it took me a bit to fix, but I can do it. What's your time frame? What are you looking for? You need this tomorrow or what?
I'd like it to within the next few days, at least.
I can do that. So that one, you only got a -1 penalty to it, right?
Yeah.
For keeping structural integrity together and patching this thing up, 2 gold pieces, easy. I can get it to you in 2-3 days.
Any discount you can give to a Force Grey member? Show my badge.
I don't really know Force Grey that well. Is that a thing?
Don't worry about it. No.
You're a thing.
Yeah, 2 gold.
Cool.
I'll give him 3 gold.
Hey, any discount that you can offer me? No, I'll pay more then.
All right, here's 50% extra.
Damn, the gambit lost. It's like a fucking Morrowind conversation with a shopkeeper. Like, fucking persuade, failure, prices in shop go up.
It's like, how much is it? 2 gold. Can I get a discount? Sure. Puts 2 gold on the table.
What do you do?
He hands 1 gold back to you. You miscounted.
Oh, but you'll see I did not. I try to give it back to him.
I've already had one of these people in my life. You're taking the gold.
3 is more than 2, my friend.
Is it?
Yes, it is. You know what? You're right. Never mind.
He holding the spear in one hand, he tucks it under his shoulder, and he walks over and sets it on a rack.
All right.
I like this man.
You would.
I like people that do their jobs. Do your job, man.
Why is this like this today? Do your job, man.
So you new to the neighborhood or what?
Yeah, we just moved into the manor just across the other side of the block here.
What, the old bar?
Yeah. You know anything about it while it was still open?
The place like changed ownership like 2 or 3 times before it closed. It's always been kind of a bit of a mess. I drank there like once back when they still served like drinkable alcohol.
Well, fair. Keep in mind we are trying to fix it up, trying to open it up as a bar once again. So
Maybe we'll pay it a visit. Embrick.
Torin. Nice to meet you.
Torin of Force Grey or whatever that is.
Yeah. It's sort of like a guard around the city.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I can dig that.
Yeah. Also, if you know any adventurers, it will also be a adventuring guild. So
We get a couple.
I assume you
through
meet
here.
a couple of them through being a blacksmith.
Yeah. I'll send them your way. I mean, hey, if I know one thing about adventurers is they drink.
Oh yeah, for sure.
No one gets into that career without having something to drink about.
Mm-hmm. Well, we're not open just yet, but I'll let you know when things start opening up.
All right, see you in a couple days, Torin.
All right, thanks.
You know, we're
I
over that
walk out.
bar. We're opening up the bar. And then also, if you want to come check it out, it's going to be an adventuring guild. Then a little bit down the road, hairdresser. Then we're thinking a boutique. Shoe store. Just get the whole works in there, really.
It's gonna become a mall.
Someday,
Fucking
town hall.
It's a mall.
You just buy
And
out
then-
the whole like.
And then we were thinking after we really fucking get our foot in the door, lock size, a blacksmith.
By the way, we're buying this entire block. You work for me now.
You might want to take that 3rd gold.
I left that extra gold on his desk as I walk out.
All right.
Cool. Yeah, that's all I wanted to do.
Perfect. A leaf.
No.
Your door opens up, and you see
I'm just like laying there, like.
an elderly woman with kind of a crooked nose, and these reading glasses over her eyes walk in with a large sack.
Is that the ghost?
Oh dear, she's running a fever. She walks over to the corner and starts pulling things out of the sack. You see like a large silver bowl, which she then starts pouring water into from like a jug that she also pulls from the same sack.
She's just watching her like, what is going on here? What is this? What's happening?
Futurama fries and eyes narrowing gif.
All right, you can bring the rest in as two gentlemen. I'm assuming vaguely
Am I being
assorted by
kidnapped?
backs.
Am I being
Watching from the
kidnapped?
outside. Bring in a large silk blanket that looks to be one of the fanciest things you've seen in a long time.
She's like sitting up, like, am I being evicted? Am I being kidnapped?
No. I just went out to try to get some stuff that I thought would make you more comfortable. You did put it in my hands after all. So using your own money. So using your own money so that it would be of no cost to me, because I thought that's what you'd want. I went out and got you every luxury that I could afford to help you to recover.
She just starts shaking her head like.
You
No,
hear a
I'm-
laugh from the bottom of the.
I appreciate it, my lord. I'm fine. I don't need any. What is? Huh?
No,
She's
stop.
having trouble talking, the poor dear.
Oh yeah, she's in a really bad way. She needs lots of help. Hi, Carrie. So.
You just spend all of someone's money.
What?
I feel like you just spent all of someone's money. What did you do?
What?
What did
Oh,
you
I
do?
sort of did. It's complicated.
Yeah, there
It's
you
really
go.
simple, but it's complicated.
Okay.
You don't need to worry. Stop getting yourself so worked up. We'll take care of you.
Eyes just go wide.
After-
Horror.
At the lady's direction, one of the gentlemen picks you up off of the bed as one begins replacing your bedding. These lavish pillows that are like clearly like feather lined.
No, that's too expensive.
Place it back down onto it. It's extremely comfortable. As a third gentleman, fourth person other than Bax, walks in with a large bowl of what very delicious smelling like soup / gruel that's been made for a weakened person.
No.
It seems to be spices and things, and it smells like heaven. As they prop you up and they begin lathering you in praise, and just the old lady keeps wiping down your forehead and just saying nice things to you. Just, oh dearie, it's gonna be fine, it's okay. And you're like, no, it's okay. She's like, oh, hush you. And they never, absolutely ever listen to you. When you
She's just like, I should leave. Like, no, stay. And then she's like, they gave me an order, but I need to leave. But they gave me an order, but I need to leave.
You guys can handle this. You have full permission to do whatever you want around here. Now, she can be a little bit recalcitrant when it comes to people showing her kindness, so just ignore everything she's saying and help her get better, all right? She'll be grateful once she's recovered.
You'll be right as rain in no time.
Don't do this.
She's
I'm
like,
sorry.
Backs
I'm sorry
up.
for whatever I did.
Backs up out of the room giving finger guns. You're no good to us if you can't move around properly, so recover quickly. If you need anything, we won't be too far away. Door close.
Just imagine from a Leaf's perspective, it looks like fucking that moment where Aaron Yeager like closes the door as he's looking at the burglar.
Like, he's just like being like really nice and like finger guns. She's actually just seeing him with like the sinister fucking look on his face, a demon behind him like a stand.
It's just fucking what he's saying. It's just like, now you make sure to rest up and get better. What you're hearing is fucking, you're never going to leave here. You're going to be trapped between those sheets forever.
The last thing you see before you close the door back is just the lady pull out a long duster. She's like, well, let's get to cleaning while we're here.
Yeah.
I haven't cleaned this myself yet. No.
I wanted to be the one.
Wasn't supposed to
So that's
be.
my life.
It wasn't supposed to be like this.
Baxter and these people have told me to stay, so I will be staying. So this is my life until I'm allowed to leave.
Welcome to my life.
Every chance she gets, she just stares and swirly eyes, and she's just not having a wonderful time. But she's comfortable, but she's not having a wonderful time.
She's so comfy.
Oh yeah, no, it's for the amount of
It's
money
sickening.
that was put into this, given the general price of most amenities. Yeah, you've got a like the room could use some upgrades, but as far as your bedding goes,
This is the
Doing pretty
equivalent of
good.
like.
I
this
just
is-
have like one of those like lavish ass imperial sultan like fucking just cloth beds
Like,
just pillows and
compared
nothing
to
else.
the wage of a normal citizen in D&D in a normal place, which Waterdeep we can assume is pretty baseline. It's got all sorts. You're effectively living with the luxury of several months worth of pay at once. Oh, what a good time.
cutting away from Laif and her comfortable torture.
I'm going to die.
With nothing to do, we'll assume that time passed until your weapons are repaired.
Heck yeah.
It's already been a day, so,
So
the
mine are
following
also,
day,
mine are also
yours
repaired?
should be finishing up, and since you did yours on the 7th, Orin, yours should be done on the 19th.
Nice. I got silvered gauntlets!
Hell yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
I do silver damage! If we've
I
been
need
to a
take
werewolf,
look
I'ma punch
at
it the fuck out.
some Things to what would happen in the meantime.
So,
A Leaf marked off 2 levels of exhaustion. Actually, you've been like in bed for 2 days.
all up for hand waving the exhaustion.
I'm just gonna, yeah. I'll say that the pampering just magically takes some of it away.
It's the magic
Nice.
pampering.
I think
I have plenty of opportunities to be mean, and honestly, I feel like more days are going to pass before you have to beat the shit out of anything anyways, so just get rid of it.
the mountain giveth,
Is it
the
a
mountain
machine?
taketh away.
So how long was she put up against what just happened there? Just the night?
They were there for the multiple days. They would have been coming back and forth. The amount of money they were given, yeah, they would they're your personal servants effectively for a couple of days. Albeit they don't really listen to you, but
They're your personal servants that only listen to to the other people in the place.
if you ask for things, they'll get them. But otherwise, yeah, fuck it. You need more pampering is what you. Let's go get you some soup.
I think that's
As soon as
just
you're
what they
looking
need.
Strong enough to have like solid foods again. They're like, would you like this steak?
We got this lobster.
Yeah, look at this
To be
lobster.
fair, I think mechanically the amount of gold that we traded for exhaustion going away a little bit faster is completely within the realm of fair.
With that, and while there's no mechanic directly tied, I think solid, like exclusive bed rest for the days, and it's not like you were murdered. You just climbed a mountain. So
Yeah.
it was like a mummy or a creature affecting you.
Yeah,
then
it might be
I'd
different.
More of a dick.
Like I said, the mountain giveth, the mountain taketh away.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Yes, I'll check my.
She just comes out at one point just looking fucking glowing, fucking everything about her pampered and taken care of, her hair looking like fucking silky and smooth, and she just looks dead.
Dead eyes. That's it.
So
Her
clean that your
nails have
skin
been
is
taken
reflective.
care of. Like,
I'm gonna go ahead and so 2 days pass. Can you quickly long rest the party just so that all of our anything we've expended comes back?
Go away, Halam. Just sitting at the bar, like, where'd everyone go? Can you rest?
Gonna
Rest.
de-equip my take off the Baxilax.
In those 2 days, some of you are contacted in several ways. I'm just trying to make sure I know how each person is, because it's
Yes.
you
God,
contacted by
it's me,
them.
Bax.
Hello.
Is
me.
it Bax you're looking for?
It's me, Bad Backs. You know, you made me.
They would show up. That person's spoken for, so they're not going to show up. Ba-dum-bum-ba-da-bum.
I agree. Bum bum bada bum. He's right. I've never thought of it that way.
Bum-bum-ba-da-bum.
All right. So Baxter, you receive a message. Yours will receive at nighttime. Open for. There's so many free.
One of the people taking care of me is just like, hey, this.
They would contact you guys. And they would contact you guys. All right. The Baxter. The first night, through actually, I think it's specifically your room is the one with the turret on the roof, right?
It's connected, like it's close enough that yeah, I can. I assume Bax hangs out there because, you know that old adage about stupid people liking high places.
You just put like a fucking, you put like a comfy chair there, and you're like, ah.
So
If that's just there, I just figured where it would come through. A flying snake comes through it and up to you with a message
Coatl?
tied to it.
Oh no.
What?
This is. I know what this
Dead.
is.
So a flying snake of what nature? Because if you just describe like a snake flying through a window at me, I am punching it as it comes
It is a
towards me.
winged snake.
Coatl.
It flies in towards you, and it's got a letter tied to the side.
It's not a coatl.
The most most I can give you. It seems to be flying towards you.
Is it like how big is it?
Is it flying with murderous
like
intent, with its
2
fangs
feet.
bared, or is it just drifting at me?
It looks like a snake. It's flying at a decent speed. It's quick, but it's not like hissing or anything.
I would like to try to catch the snake in the air. I would like to try to grab the snake.
Will you Sam roll? What's your athletics?
Is
What's your
it
bonus? I think it's
plus 6.
There we go. Yeah. I'll roll for it.
Assassins.
No. All right, you grab it.
All right. Hey there, Captain Slithers. What brings you around here?
Captain Slithers.
It doesn't resist. Once it's grabbed, it relaxes and kind of coils around your hand. And there is a small little parchment on the side of it that's been tied to it.
Someone's never heard of pigeons, I see. All right, what's this say? Take it, read it, let the snake go. Not really afraid of the snake.
It bites you.
Yeah, if you release its grip, it just kind of holds onto your arm.
I've been betrayed.
It says, want to be a part of something big. Speak to Davil Star Song at the Yawning Port.
Devil Star Song
That's all it says.
at the Yawning Portal. Something big. Well, that sounds like a list of criteria that the Baxter can get behind. Does this happen like the first day, or does this happen like on the last day?
That
after
would have
we've rested?
been the night of that would have been the first night of the 2 nights that passed.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind. I'll probably go investigate that the next day, but we're currently in rest mode.
Do we have to be? I'm kidding.
Deco, you have to get new art of a leaf.
Sultan
Dolled
Leaf.
up.
I'll get Phantom on it.
I don't doubt you.
Oh, I just tried to pull the cap off of a Papa Point pen. I was like biting it, like had it in my mouth trying to pull the back of it off because it looks like it had a cap, and I was very like, oh geez, I'm being overpowered by a pen. But no. It's just a that was Devil Star Song. Like devil, but with an A.
Yeah, Deville.
Davil Starsong.
I'll get you your precise spelling.
She doesn't scare you, no evil thing will.
Davil, yeah. Deville.
Clickety click click clack clack.
Tip.
Who would contact who here? Kyra.
Oh,
Roll me a d4.
D4.
Odds will be you, evens will be you. I'm looking. Odds. About
That's odd.
halfway through the second day, a paper bird flies through your window.
I try to catch it.
I'm
I'm on guard for these things now, you see. I'm on guard for flying letters, you see.
I'm ready for you.
Hello, Captain Flaps.
Everything that messages is Captain something. Yeah, she'll take it. And she'll open it.
It flaps itself into a proper piece of paper. You see the message. Raynar tells us you're a good bet. He bought you tickets to an opera tonight at the Lightsinger Theater in the C Ward. If you're interested, meet Mert at intermission, private box C. Formal attire is required for admittance. And inside the folds of the bird are 4 tickets to an opera that seems to be titled The Fall of Tiamat.
Did he cry?
Who knows?
He may.
You have to watch the opera.
Tiamat's a girl.
Who does it say it's from?
They may.
There is no name attached.
Oh.
You're right, Tiamat's a girl. Counterpoint, Tiamat's whatever Tiamat tells me Tiamat is.
That's fair. Tiamat gets to choose.
Anyone in the universe of D&D qualifies for the they them pronoun. Tiamat's one of given that Tiamat is 7 things.
Yeah. Yeah.
Opera, huh?
No, just opera.
Yeah, she'll pocket that and tell everyone else when everyone else has their stuff already done, I guess.
Alrighty. And then this one, I think, might also go to Kyra.
Oh.
Shit.
Heck,
Fucking popular.
heckin' Miss Popular Genie Girl over here.
Apparently.
It's just this one actually. Problem is, you guys are also on the high. So never mind. This one hasn't contacted any of you yet.
Oh.
Oh.
Why?
Myth not popular.
This one can't fly through windows.
Oh.
Is it like a
I
vampire?
mean, I'm not hanging out in my room most of the time. I'm usually like, if it's a day we're not doing anything, I'm probably out and about, like doing Force Grey duties and
It's
whatnot.
probably a vampire pigeon. It can't enter a house unless it's invited.
Fuck.
Jared, come on in.
Yeah. I'd say probably Kyra was probably in and out going to Raishal's place, gathering spell stuff, because I
That's
wanted
fair.
to copy down some spells.
Yeah, at some passing point, Laif, actually, this would go to you as well. Both of you qualify.
Oh,
At any point,
Anything to
that
get me
you
out of my
guys
room.
End up outside. Oh, especially once you're fine, then you can get up, and they're like, "Well, she doesn't seem to be bedridden anymore," and you're like, "Leave me alone."
I should outside.
Both at any given point, encounter a small white cat
Oh.
that looks over to you and says in a melodious voice, "Interested in joining the Emerald Enclave? Come and meet us at the Falcon Mere in the Southern Ward."
Captain Floofball. We meet again.
What's the Emerald Enclave?
It meows.
Oh, okay.
I pick up the cat.
It's a familiar.
I pick it up.
Roll me athletics.
That's fucking right.
And grabs all these messengers.
I mean, I let the snake go
Yeah.
later.
Yeah, I mean, the snake also didn't care. It was like, whatever.
Blah, 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 blah.
The cat does, though, and the cat, with its
Passes.
15 beats here.
I try to grab it, so I can take it to Master Torin, but it runs away. I'm like, okay.
Does that cat thing where it escapes, runs like 5 feet, and then sits back down and starts licking itself.
I grab it.
This continues.
I will have the cat lead. You know what? I will have the cat lead me all the way back without me bringing it. I'm kidding.
Where did this say to go again?
To the Falconmere, spelled Paulkonmere.
Luckily, it spelled it for us.
That is not one that anyone would get on their first try.
Yeah.
In the
It said
Southern
like
World.
Falcon Mirror or something.
Yeah, or something like that.
Like that doesn't. Okay. It's not at
It's-
all what.
Well, it's not up in my room where there's a bunch of lava shit.
So
Maybe I do want to go there.
it sounds good to me.
Yeet.
I'm going in.
I'm in, boys.
Those would be the things that qualify.
Oh, did Baxter ever give me back my money, or is he still holding on to it?
Oh shit. Fuck. If you want it back, how much did I take from you?
You took 200, and I minus the 50 already. You can see you're gonna spend like 50 or whatever.
Okay.
On my sheet it says you have 191
But I have like
gold.
I have 191 of your gold.
Yee.
Y-
I had 240 something.
okay. Do you want it back?
I was just asking if you still had it or not. If
I
you
do
let-
still have it. Do you want it back?
Okay. No. She does not
Okay.
want it.
I will hold. I will hold on to it. I'm gonna leave myself a note that 191 of this is yours. But if you need it back whenever, then tell me. Because once I give it back to you, I'll have 4 gold left, which I'm fine with. Like, that's whatever. I don't care.
Did you add my gold to your gold?
Yes, I
at
did.
the time? Okay.
Most of my gold was spent on the repairing and silvering of my weapons.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that can get pricey.
No, she would not ask you for it back. to her knowledge, that has probably just already
Yeah.
been spent. To her
That's
knowledge.
that sort of thing would slip Bax's mind. So the reason I'm asking if you would ask for it back was very like if he wouldn't occur to him unless you'd reminded him, because he would have gotten lost in the "I'm making you get better," and then he would have just been like, "Yeah, I have money, whatever."
She thinks it's literally going to go to making the bar and stuff, so she's fine.
If it stays with
That's
me,
what
that's
she
probably
wanted.
what it'll be. I'll probably just keep it in mind as part of the eventual refurbishing cost.
Yeah.
6. I think it's so D6.
She will probably make her way back into the house after hearing that and just be like,
Cruella Devil, Cruella Devil. Also Davil Star song, Cruella Devil.
That night she sleeps in the hallway in front of Torin's room. He's just like, "What are you doing?" It's like, "I don't want to go to my room."
I escort you to your room.
Master Torin, let me sleep with you.
Torin will make sure that you go to your room every night if he has to.
But it's the best room in the
Excellent.
house now.
Exactly. And you paid for it. So,
Gotta get your money's worth.
gotta get your money's worth, Ali.
What have I done? What did I do to you, Master?
Time to go to your room, Alif.
That's what it sounds like to her.
Got to get better.
Elif, time to get better.
Yeah. I like that. Just like anytime she has like the weird swirly eye thing going on, everything just sounds extra demonic.
Yeah.
Like they're all trying to hurt her.
She's literally my dog.
It's time for bed, Elif.
Sleep now.
They're all hurting me, and I don't know why.
Have some chicky noodle soup, Alif. It's good for you.
Still Yeah, after hearing the cat, she'll make her way back into the house and look very confused and look around for the others.
You looking for everybody else?
Depending on what time of day is it, or what time of day it is.
At this point, we're ambiguous. We'd be on the second day, since this would have been after they've bumped into Kitty. Jolt ahead. Max is probably out because I'm assuming if it's around the evening, he would have went to get his gauntlets, and that's about an hour.
Yeah.
What kind of duties does are like the day-to-day duties?
Force Grey.
Force Grey has.
Since you're not officially a part of the city watch in any capacity, your general work is drink and hang out until the black staff tells you to kill something. The lady you bumped into and you reported to last time, she's effectively the archwizard of the city, and she's the only person you answer to. You're technically not the watch in that you can get arrested, like you don't have any official duties in that respect, but sometimes she'll be like, smite that, and then you do. Otherwise, you're on station and can perform any other activity as you wish.
Okay, cool.
Learn to dance.
Then I would probably be in the bar, hanging
So
out.
he would be very easy to find.
Yeah.
Just make my way back into the bar and just kind of like look around for peeps and find Torin, and I want to tell him about the white cat that I found.
Okay.
Mr.
So-
Torin, I found a cat that talked to me outside.
You found a cat that talked to you outside?
I might be delirious from all of the pampering.
Yeah, no, it talked.
It's
It's
not.
a talking cat.
It's like, yeah, that's not
They're
a
also
particularly weird thing in this.
Well, I
world.
thought isn't that what he said? Or
I
was
mean,
that not what he said?
Oh no, she would. I wouldn't know that you saw it.
No.
It's Waterdeep.
Unless we
That's
thought at the
kinda...
same time.
That's what I assumed. Did we
Our-
see it
Not
independently?
terrifying.
Yeah, we have a friend that turns paper into birds to deliver messages. That's why.
Yeah, it's not super weird. What did it say?
You guys did see it at the same time.
Oh yay! Just looked at
Just out and about. Said if you want to join the Emerald Conclave, head to Falcon Mare or something. Falcon Mare, something like that.
Do I know what the Emerald Conclave is? I assume I do.
The Emerald Enclave.
Or
Roll
Emerald
me history.
History check. Do it. Do a history check.
14.
14. You know they're a faction within the realms. They aren't super above board. Like they're not like the Order of the Gauntlet or like the Lord's Alliance, where they run around telling everyone who they are. So you don't know a lot about them. They seem to associate themselves with protecting the balance of nature and expansion, and
They're a
they're
bunch of
fairly
hippies.
benign. They're yeah, that's the best way to describe them. Is they are a benign organization. They don't come up a lot in your work since they have never been a threat to the city ever.
No, I've never heard. I haven't heard a lot about them. I've heard they're a bunch of like nature conservatives or whatever.
Nature.
But yeah, a bunch of druid type people in that
Oh.
in that area. But if you want to join the Emerald Enclave, feel free to do so.
Bunch of fucking tree hugging druid types.
Yeah,
To an extent, there's got to be a period in history in the Forgotten Realms where calling someone a druid is equivalent to calling them a hippie.
Yeah. I gave you it.
If they went out of their way to come and see us, I would not mind at least seeing them out.
Yeah, checking it out doesn't seem like a problem to me. Magic folk that might have something useful. Might have some useful stuff, info.
Maybe. Well, I'm not looking to join the Emerald Enclave, so.
I can't say I really am either. Not yet, anyway.
Yeah. Well, if you still want to see
Trying
them,
not to show the interest on her face because flashback to boat, very interest in nature.
well,
Oh yeah, and got this last night. I think it was that night, right, Aaron? the bird?
And then he
Yes.
enters.
The doors also fly open at that
Oh,
moment.
okay.
Baxter returns with his shiny, slightly silvered gauntlets with patterns in them and emblazoned bees now in the back.
Formerly, only limited to being able to strike what is physical, and having used these fists to destroy stone, the Bad Bax has acquired the power to strike the supernatural!
Nice
Hell
comment.
yeah.
Also, Davil Star Song.
Devil Star Song?
You know what's up.
Do I?
He walks away.
Okay. Devil
All
Star
right.
Song. I don't know what that is.
He, like, assuming you guys are in the bar, he does that, poses with his shiny silver gauntlets, says, "Oh yeah, by the way, Devil Star Song." Yeah. And then he leaves, goes around, and goes up into the upper house.
Cool.
He figures that you all got the memo.
If he got it, they definitely did.
I am making another skill, which is, and then he leaves, and I'm going to use it to end scenes that are going too long.
And I walk away.
All right.
One.
Anyway, Kyra, are you about to say something?
But yeah, no, I got this last night. She pulls out of her pocket the bird thing. And it's in the tickets. It's like I got tickets to like a opera or something. And it's like someone said that Rainier said we were a good bet. And I don't know what that means. But it's like an opera, so I can't really say I care about it, but you know, I figured I'd bring it up with you guys, see if you guys cared about it.
I mean, if it's a job offering, which
Is
what
it?
sounds like. That's what it sounds like. It. I don't know.
It says
Might be
formal
fun.
wear is required. So that sucks. But
No one like me could ever go somewhere like that.
Hey, Leaf, let's go
nope,
shopping.
I'm going all the way back. I have to go talk to these other people.
Oh, you can do that afterward. Let's go. Don't worry, Leaf. It'll be my treat.
I miss my old master. I'm kidding.
I am your old master!
I miss being abused over this.
I miss being forced to fight in pits.
As she says that, Bax is just like, lucky.
Devil
Star
Song.
As she says that, there's a knock at the door to the bar.
Ooh, I will do the thing where I go and answer the door.
Go ahead.
Do it. I dare you.
And then he enters?
Oh, hi, Baxter.
I love the question mark.
You open the door to see about 6'2", this imposing human man with a lightly smoking pipe in one hand, and tucked under his other is a small bag.
Oh, welcome.
Hello there. I noticed that you were all new to the neighborhood, and I decided I would come and pay respects to some of my new neighbors. It's always
Oh.
good to know who you live with. He
I see.
flicks his
your name?
wrist and the pipe disappears.
Am I missing a chance to introduce myself to somebody right now?
Sure are.
That's like the
Would
whole.
you like to step inside from the cold, sir?
That's my whole thing.
I would be honored.
She steps aside.
Walks in, smiling with pearly white pointed teeth as he bites it. No.
With his fangs.
And then
Elise would be,
your
Elise would be
flesh.
the worst person for vampires because she'd want to be like a vampire, would be like, let me in.
Well, I don't want to seem rude.
Oh no, by all means, come in.
Her in the Strahd game would have been a thing.
Hello everybody. I'm
Hey.
Vincent Trench. I run a detective's office just 2 doors down.
Welcome.
Noticed some of the commotion going on and the boards being broken off the windows the other day.
That was me.
What commotion? What do you know?
Yeah.
And decided I would come say hello. So this is for all of you, and he produces the bag that was under his arm.
Her
It's
hard
your
work was
mirror.
acknowledged.
It landed on my house.
Her hard work was acknowledged. She happy.
He hands you this bag.
What's in it?
Kicks back.
There is a thin bottle.
I drink it immediately. I'm kidding.
I don't think you could. Emblazoned on the front of it is a worn label. It looks quite old, and it has a green reptilian eye
I drink it immediately.
over a what looks like a red droplet of blood.
Ominous.
This is from my personal collection. It's aptly called Dragon's Blood. It's quite a potent drink, but if any of you fancy yourselves a lovely evening, then I highly recommend it.
Oh, thank
Wait
you
a minute.
kindly.
Gives
Yeah,
you a nod.
thanks a bunch. Kyra, by the way. He goes to shake his hand.
He extends his hand to you. Vincent.
Pleasure.
Vincent.
Vincent
sir,
Trench.
Unfortunately, sir, at the moment we don't have any way to return your kindness. But
Oh,
once
by no
the-
means. I simply wish to make myself known to you all, and if you ever are in need of information, I can hopefully be of assistance.
What was his last name?
Trench.
Trench.
Like down in the trenches. The trenches of war.
Oh,
I might
jeez.
actually have some stuff to talk to you about at some point.
Like the trench went down to Georgia.
If it's in Waterdeep, I can probably find it out.
Well, I'll be sure to. Where'd you say you were? Where
Just 2 doors down, and he points off the road.
I've seen that place.
He points off to that house.
Well, I'll be sure to pay you a visit at some point then.
My doors are open almost 24/7.
Good to know.
Thanks.
Almost.
Hey,
Joe,
you
huh?
should probably meet our other housemate. Bex!
Just take a broom and hit the top of the roof.
Yeah, what's
Hit the ceiling.
Hey, we got a neighbor came to visit. Thought you might want to say hi.
What kind of neighbor?
The detective kind.
Yeah.
Oh!
All right. He's going to throw himself from a second-story window to land outside and burst in through the doors.
You just hear a glass breaking. And then a
Take 4 damage.
Neat. Breaks in through the door. I'm not gonna mark that down. He just fucking comes in, fucking bursts in. Hey, you come to meet me? Oh, Bad Baxter the Stonebreaker? I didn't realize I was already accumulating fans. You must have heard about what we did to those Xanathar's Guild guys.
Hello, Vincent Trench.
Hi.
The Stonebreaker from Phandalin.
That's right. Phandalin, Stonebreaker of Phandalin. The Phandalin hero Phandalin. Other Phandalin names.
I've heard a bit of your work. Fighting, I believe, is what you do mostly.
That's right, I do. And I do it
Looks like you seem
gloriously.
Quite good at it.
Yeah. So you're a detective.
That I am.
What are you here to investigate?
Nothing. I'm just here to meet my neighbors, make sure everyone knows who they live with and who they live near. Keeps the neighborhood comfortable.
Ah, well.
He brought us this.
Holds up the dragon blood.
Well,
If you want something stronger than anything here you've probably got, then I recommend it.
I know you mean alcohol, but there's nothing stronger than what we've got here. But Thank you very much. Hey, we're gonna actually be opening up a what was it? An adventuring guild, right? That's like specifically what we're doing. He looks over to Torin.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we do that, we may need some help with information gathering and whatnot. I don't suppose you'd be interested in lending your services to something like that.
I'm a free agent. If you have the coin, then you have my attention.
That's very
perfect.
useful. Also, I don't mean to alarm you. I don't suppose you've heard about any kind of plot to destroy the city in the works. Has anyone had you investigate anything like that recently?
I've had no one commission me for such a task, but I could look into it.
I mean, if you could.
I don't ask for any particular reason, other than that we think there might be a plot to destroy the city, but we're not entirely certain. We've just been given vague information about it.
If you have a direction to point me in and the coin or maybe a favor, then I could absolutely be of service, I think.
Well, coin we could produce, I suppose, if we needed to hire you. As for direction, we are certain that these people that are going to attack the city are probably concerned with the city, so the city is a good place to start, I think. So if you could just find somebody here in the city that maybe wants to do something to the city, then we could go from there. That seems like a pretty narrow field of search. And what do you mean favor? You got a job in mind?
Sometimes when I have specific tasks, such as if there's merit to it, the danger of which is usually not equitable in gold, so I trade work for work. We'll talk formalities another time, I think. But I've got some jobs.
All right. Well, if you ever need any muscle to go along with that massive detective brain you probably got, then you just come over and give us a ring.
Gives you a nod. My doors are open anytime. It's a pleasure meeting you, Baxter.
My pleasure meeting you as well. What was it, Vincent Trench, right?
Vincent Trench.
All right. I will dedicate that to memory. It's going in my notes page right now. That's what I call my brain.
And he exits the building.
Have a wonderful
As
night.
he walks
Have
out,
a
you see a quick flash of magic and the pipe appears again.
Have a wonderful night, Lord Vincent.
Thank you.
Shut the door. Get the fuck out. I'm kidding.
That guy's a that guy's probably a regular Herlock Sholmes. We should go ahead and rely on him if we ever need information found.
Yeah.
Yeah. Seems like a cool dude.
Nice.
Very convenient.
Shall I take this downstairs to the storage?
I mean, unless we want to break it out.
Yeah, I might want to. Well, I can't cast it today, but tomorrow I can try and find if he tampered with it at all. Gotta be on the safe side.
I got a good way to test it.
Dragon. What did he call it?
I have a wonderful way to
Dragon's
test it.
Dragon's blood.
My
Wait a
body
minute.
could withstand anything. If you want to test it, then just give me a glass of it.
Wait a fucking minute. Kyra is gonna pull out her fucking vial that she bought. She wants to compare the two. Does it look like they're the same kind of liquid?
Roll me investigation.
Your actual dragon's blood compared to the alcohol dragon's blood.
I wanted to know if he was lying when he said that it was dragon's blood and he just meant there was some alcohol.
I think that's just a brand.
Yeah, this is it just.
I know, but he said it was dragon's blood. I'm wondering if he didn't lie and try to sell me some bullshit.
Hey, man,
Yeah,
if
she's
you
not
want to
talking about Vincent. She's talking about the shop.
The
shopkeeper
other
she
guy.
bought the ship
I was
from.
like sitting here
Yeah.
being like, you are aware that the other one you bought was just dragon's blood. It's gonna be different from the. But yeah, if you're thinking the other way, I guess. Instead of getting
Investigation.
dragon's blood, he got really expensive alcohol to pass off.
Damn it!
What a convoluted con.
There's a reddishness to both of them, but the stuff you bought from the Zoblab shop is quite old, and it definitely has like some particulates and things in it, so it's hard to make a solid comparison. The only way you could really check to see if they're the same thing would be to drink a bit of both, and
I'll do it. Okay.
Is the dragon's blood not the consistency of blood?
it's in a vial. It's just fairly It's both aged and it definitely isn't exclusively that.
It is alarming that we can't immediately tell the difference between these two things. I guess we'll just have to drink one or both of them.
Or I could, wait until tomorrow, and I can.
Right.
I don't think that man would really want to harm us so, well, showfully, right? If we were to drink this by ourselves and someone else didn't, then it would be quite obvious that someone, especially 2 doors down, would be the culprit, wouldn't it?
I don't think he's trying to poison us. No. Wondering if that guy I bought this.
No, I'm talking to Torin.
Oh, you're talking to Torin? Okay.
Yeah, because he's saying like, we should check this wine, this drink out.
I mean, there's no harm in checking.
Yeah, it doesn't take anything from you, and we have no real reason to drink it right now, right? So.
No. Yeah, just put
I drank it down.
storage.
Did I just hear?
I guzzle it down. I'm kidding. No.
Did I just hear a clown car? Am I going crazy? Did I just hear a clown car from somewhere? I think I just heard a horn. It might have been a squeak that just sounded like it.
Horn.
I think I heard a clown car.
Was it from like out your window or?
I don't know. I have my headset on, which makes all the stuff in my room sound like it's my computer, so it's hard to tell. All I know is it's not me. I'm not in my chair. I'm standing up.
Clowns.
I will return.
Come for you.
I will take the bottle down into our wine storage.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right.
And I will place it among the good wines that are remained, the ones that I separated from the bad wines.
Well, put that on our list of things to do. And he just walks off being like, that. I can figure out what's trying to destroy the city. This Devil Star Song thing. Hey, if you guys come to any conclusions about that, then you go ahead and let me know. I'm just going to be upstairs for now.
Hey,
Maybe
Bax,
you should like
Baxter.
explain who that is.
I've already comically walked off. I'm gone.
No, Baxter, you didn't.
I choose to believe that's what he actually said.
This is about as he
didn't roll the
closes
thing. Oh,
the
wait,
door.
there he goes. Damn it, he already rolled.
The overall joke is funnier if there's no further questioning. If I remove myself from the situation, the humor works better, so bye.
I guess we're not doing that thing then. All right. That's a quest line lost.
Oh no, we'll be doing it! You just won't know what we're doing!
I'll just do it alone.
Baxter, are you here or not?
I mean, did you just say verbatim? I guess we're not doing that quest line, because that's weirdly out of character.
Nah, it's fine.
I'm responding to your thing in the same sense of meta that I'm 2 floors upstairs now.
Wow, you're coming in pretty clearly for being 2 floors up.
I know.
I mean, the floor is shit.
I'm a
They
loud
have
bitch.
one of those pipe things that you could talk through, like the cups and the string, but
and I'm a loud
in the building.
bitch.
And yeah,
Our neighbors are gonna hate us.
So
Luckily,
anyway.
that man
Very
was 2
afraid
doors
of
down.
ghosts all of a sudden.
Baxter, if
Even
you'll
though I
chill
can
down,
finally
you're
hurt
fine.
them. Even though I can finally hurt them, I'm scared.
Anyways, yeah.
Just Baxter, when he gets up into his room, he just sees like something on a desk move slightly.
Or he gets up there, you just see like the smile disappear. He like leans up against the wall, like, this facade is hard to keep up.
He like looks in the mirror. His hair just like slowly floops down. You can't keep this up forever, Bax. You're gonna figure it out eventually. Takes off his gauntlets,
all
put them
gonna
on his
catch up to
table,
you.
looks back into the mirror. Is this really what you thought you'd be doing at this point in your life, Bax? Looks down to his gauntlets, they moved slightly. Ah! Hair immediately spikes back up. What the fuck?
Who's there? The backs will destroy you.
Yeah.
I didn't. You didn't hear anything. Yeah.
It's just okay. Before I we're bad with doing these bits, but he like puts his fist up like I just gotta put my gauntlets on, and the ghost appears wearing the gauntlets that can hit a ghost, and he's just like, dear God,
he's gonna punch me in the spirit.
He's become unstoppable. Oh. Bax is going upstairs.
What will the Bax do now?
Bax is effectively going upstairs to sleep/workout.
Okay. Just, like,
When was this?
Unconscious while like doing sit-ups.
Not at the same time.
When was this opera?
What does it say? When is it?
Tonight.
It's tonight.
Nice.
Oh shit.
Oh. So we should probably tell Bax.
Yeah, and apparently we need formal wear or something, so gotta figure that out.
Oh no.
Kyra, do you have formal wear already?
Over the course of this is backtracking just a little bit. Over the course of the couple of days, could I have copied down a couple of spells? I've been meaning to ask about that.
Yeah, you have. I think you have all the resources you need to. And you had nothing but free time, so.
Yeah, she wants to.
What is it? It's like 1 day per level of the spell or something. It's like how that
1
goes?
hour, I think.
Is it an hour?
Or is it 2? I think it's 2 hours and 50 gold per level of the spell. So.
And then you half it if they are of the school that you.
Of which you are a
special-
mage. Oh wow, I
Grossly overestimated how much time that would take.
Yeah. Hold on. I wrote down the ones I wanted.
It only takes so much time, like
Yes. 2 hours
writing.
50 gold.
Because I'm looking at the one spell book that we got from fucking Orcface.
Orc face.
Yeah, Orcface McGee.
I know
He
him.
was pretty handsome.
He was
I
pretty
know-
handsome.
I know Orcface McGee.
She wants to copy down Disguise Self and Witch Bolt.
This guy self and which.
good spells. Mm-hmm.
Oh, Witch
Disguise self
Bolt.
is level 1, so 2 hours 50 gold. Easy. And. Witch Bolt is also level 1, so same thing. It's
I don't
100
think
gold gone.
Izzy's watching. Did Carrie tell you what we got? What we did?
No. No.
We got his cake yesterday. And we had a dum dum ditty written on it, attributed to Izzy.
That's amazing. Oh my god. Oh, I wish I was there.
No, you don't. You wish you were there for that one thing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's the only reason I want to go. As soon as I see the cake, it's like, all right, guys, I'm good.
I'm leaving.
I'll
now.
go now.
Yeah, just doing those two.
So you take the time. I will add them to your spell book. You can mark your gold off. Where is your spell book? That'd be in your. And then we can add them to your ability.
So basically, when you ask, it's like, do you have any formal wear, Kyra? She just like cast Disguise Self and makes herself a fucking maroon red suit and undershirt. And it's like, yep, I'm good.
All right, you go tell Bax. Alif and I will go get new
wow.
clothes.
Crazy. So it only takes like the better part of a day to copy down a 9th level spell, if you find it.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's I seriously I had it in my head that it was like days per level, which seemed more appropriate for really big things, but I guess that makes sense if you consider that the party should be on the go.
Yeah.
The files are copied, and then we'll put them on the sheet.
Dabba shooby dooby dooby.
Take care of that. We're off.
Yeah.
I
Come
don't
on,
know,
Alif.
Uh,
Let's
I
go
don't-
spend money.
I would love to feel really, really bad about that, but I don't have my money right now.
No. I'll pay for it.
Her eyes go fucking wide.
Come on, Leaf. We're gonna go spend some money.
I would rather go
No,
to
I
the
insist.
Emerald
Let's go.
Enclave. Emerald Enclave.
Come on.
Emerald Enclave.
Come on, let's go. Dragging her out.
We're going to dress up for a party.
And then we left.
Come on.
It's just like the
And
part
we
was just
walk
like
away.
him, the part was just like him for a second, like remembering a funny joke that happened earlier. Like, that's funny.
Like how like Torrens is and I walk away, and Elif's is and I get dragged away.
No, mine is this. Damn it.
Looks pitifully back at Torren. But yeah, Kyra will
Pitifully at me.
go up to Bax's door and give it a knock.
Tap, tap.
Hey, Bax. We
Yeah,
got,
what up?
We got an offer, I think, for I guess a job. Torren
No.
seems to think so. Gonna head out to this opera thing. Rainier apparently recommended us. So, you want in?
An opera? Like with the people that are all leave Honda holiday, that kind of thing?
Yeah. Sounds like it.
What would we, opens door, what would we do at an opera?
Help, Backstab,
Uh,
please!
I mean, I guess.
I already left.
I imagine they want us to like maybe do security or something. I don't know.
That makes sense. All right,
Looks like
sure.
she's in a fancy outfit.
Oh yeah, formal wear. We need formal wear.
Oh. It's okay. I mean, I could pick something up. Some kind
And
of.
it's also tonight. So.
But I'm wearing these though. I'm taking my gauntlets.
Oh, I wouldn't expect anything less.
All right, cool. All right, let's go. I don't know how much. Or would we just say like, fucking nobles' clothes, basically, or artisans' clothes? That seems like.
They would be, I believe, clothes fine.
Be like fine clothes or something.
Clothes fine cost 15 gold. I don't have enough of my own money to do that.
Shift weave. That's amazing.
What?
Don't worry about it. It's a UA thing.
Yeah, I actually, I don't have enough. Like, we fucking later comes back. I don't actually have the capital to buy any proper clothes for this kind of thing.
Well, I mean, they might be. I don't know. They might be willing to overlook it, I guess. But we can maybe find something on the cheap.
Yeah, well, I'm perfectly fine showing up, you know, in character, as it were, as bad as Obad Baxter the Stonebreaker, and they might be fine. They might be like, yeah, that is your formal wear, and I'll be like, damn straight it is, Josh. So it'll probably work out.
Probably. It'll be probably fine.
I mean, what are they gonna do? Kick me out?
I mean,
the great fantasy adventure.
probably not.
No, people are named Josh. You don't know.
There was a guy named Tony that arrested you.
There's Joshes in the world. All right, we'll just go as is.
All right. You're going as is. You're with Kyra. Torn and a leaf.
Yeah. We're finding a fancy place.
No, we're
Fancy
not.
place.
Why
Get
are
some
you all being
fine
so mean to me
clothes.
this week?
If anything, I'm being overly generous. So I don't know what to tell you.
We're gonna find ourselves a nice, fancy tailor.
I don't want to go. I don't want to
Fill
go.
my doings of floors. You guys are in
Dragging you,
Northward.
At some point, I eventually just throw you over my shoulder and just walk down the street.
Heavens.
Find, Roblard's fine silks.
Ooh. All right. Yeah, I
And
go
there's
in.
a small shop. You see many different outfits in the window that are of varying quality and styles. It's all quite fancy. You're in the North Ward, so this is like sub noble. You're like any richer, and most people here would be nobles.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I walk in with a leaf. I set her down, and then we walk inside.
Behind
She's
the
not
counter,
looking nearly as like out of it as she usually is for spending money. So she does follow you a little bit, but you know, very still uncomfortable.
Behind the counter, you see a large, like he actually has to hunch over because the ceiling isn't quite high enough for him. It's almost uncomfortable for you too, Torrin. It's maybe 7-8 feet up, and he's just getting close to it. This guy leaned over the counter with two small spectacles in front of his face. You see a half orc using 2 fingers to sew at a what looks like the finishing bits of a dress.
How handsome is he?
He's got this kind of orc silver fox thing going on.
Oh, okay. All right,
not-
Daddy.
He's seen some combat, you know, but he's
Daddy.
he's definitely worked out.
I calm down.
Hello, yes.
Feel that I feel that orc blood boiling.
Clothes, is it? He says,
yeah.
looking up and going back to sewing a little bit before finishing a stitch and pushing it off to the side.
Yeah, 2 sets.
All right, I think we can hopefully fix something. I think we've got some dragonborn sizes in. They don't sell amazingly fast given the relative rarity, so we usually have a few in stock.
Well,
what kind of clothes are you looking for today? As he starts bustling about the fairly small boutique.
Oh, I'm going to an opera today, so I guess something that would be appropriate an opera.
An opera? Oh, is that why she's so nervous?
No, but we'll say it is.
He bumps into a pillar and goes around it. He reaches over and grabs a it's like a loose-fitting robe that has like a sash across one side. It's a dark kind of mixture of blues and purples with a light like silver motif over the front of it. I think this might do you well. Might need a bit of a fix, but we can give it a show. Try this one on. And he hands it to you.
Yeah, he'll do so. Well, I'm trying it on. Find something for her.
All right. He leans down to you, Laif. This guy's large, even for like a half orc. Like this dude's pretty huge.
Daddy.
As he leans in and just whispers to you, he's like, "Do you like dresses, or did you want something more like flowy robes? What's the look you're going for? First time?
Whatever will allow me to look well with.
Points to Torm.
I don't do this much.
Roll a D100, and he's gonna make a decision based off of that.
Yay.
50 and under is dress, and above 50 is robes. He bustles off, and he starts.
As he goes off, I have my little wallet with me. My little thing, because I do actually have some gold that Baxter doesn't have. I have 5 dragons on me.
Yeah.
I want to stop him. One moment.
Yes.
He will be paying for me, he said, but could I ask for one extra thing, please?
I mean, if I can accommodate, I'd be happy to. As he leans
She like
back
kind of
down
like
towards
shows that she has like the 5 gold, and she's just like,
could I have something to cover my neck, please? A scarf or something of the sort?
With one hand, he kind of encapsulates your outstretched palm and closes your hands around your money. as he turns around and continues bustling through rack after rack of all these different dresses and robes. He pulls out what looks like a it's a light yellow with almost like a gold kind of tinge to it, and across the front of that there are these small different waves that move in these asymmetrical patterns that as it turns kind of shine. And
Very uncomfortable, but looking at it.
there's a he reaches up to another rack and pulls a similarly designed scarf to put around it. He's, try this on the back. I think this might do you just right.
Thank you.
Goes to try on.
Hooray.
Right, you each try it on. They don't fit perfectly immediately, and he takes a few
How dare they not be our exact sizes?
And he spends about 20 minutes with you since the opera is tonight. And he's like, oh, I can do that now then. And he starts stitching them up to make sure they fit perfectly. And within a brief period of time, you have perfectly tailored, fine clothes.
Yay!
For each of these, would be 30 gold altogether.
You got it. And I will give the man 30 gold.
She holds out her 5 gold like I has mons too. I
just,
has
like-
the money.
I just reach out my hand and put her hands down.
He takes 30 gold and gives you both a firm nod. As you're leaving, Laif, he gives you a thumbs up.
She looks back and she gives a nod and like gives a wave.
Thank you.
You two have fun.
I'll try. And we walk away.
Walk away. You exit the store
And
and
I
you
walk
begin
away.
making your way towards the opera. And you start heading towards the destined location. Kyra and Baxter, what are you guys getting up to in the time? That's going to take them like an hour and a half. Are you guys going to head there ahead of them, or do you want to wait for them?
Bad backs. It's up to you, really. Yeah, you know where we're going, so it's on you.
Yeah, and I got a time limit on this, though. I think we should probably get there as soon as possible.
So, we're doing this opera thing. What do you think of this Star Song situation?
Yeah, what is that Star Song situation?
Huh? Well, I don't know. That's what we got to find out.
You're the only person I've ever heard say that name.
Well, that can't be right. You should have heard it from the snake letter.
Snake letter? What? What are you talking about?
The snake that flew into all of our windows and delivered to us a letter, upon which was an invitation to go see Davil Star Song. Oh, was it just to me? I should have known it would be just to me. Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That explains why none of you have been excited. Yeah, so at the name is, it's like right there. It's
Yawning Portal?
No. Fuck, yes, Yawning Portal. I was going to say, let me get it. But yeah, at the Yawning Portal, there's a guy named...
I also shouldn't have been able to guess that, technically.
Davil Star Song. Well, you would have known it's somewhere he recognizes since he's like, where? Come on. Yeah, Davil Star Song's there, and he might have a lead for something to do.
Oh, like a job or like a mission or something?
Yeah.
Cool.
In character, Bax has forgotten the rest of the context. He just knows he has to meet a guy named Davil Star Song.
They didn't give you much context to begin with.
Yeah.
They just want to be part of something big.
Yeah, so he's like, sounds like something. It's either a job or it's a cult.
Huh.
Now that I think about it, the name Star Song does sound like what the leader of a cult would be called. But it's not likely it's a cult. And even if it is, we can just walk out. I mean, what are they going to do?
Yeah.
Try to keep us there?
Can't force us into a cult. Kick their ass.
Yeah. Yeah, so now that you know that, we should I was in no rush. I wanted to wait till Laif got all the way better. But we should probably go meet with this person. If it's a cult. He, like, hand up to his mouth, like, thinking position. If it's a cult, wagging his finger in the air. Then I wonder if they're related to what's going to happen to the city.
Hopefully not, but, you know, I guess we'll see when we get there.
What if I'm what's going to happen to the city? What if they're going to try to recruit all of us to turn us on the city? We have ingratiated ourselves with everybody. They wouldn't see us coming. No, I won't be tempted to that. Even if they offer me fame beyond my wildest dreams. But beyond my wildest dreams? No, I won't be tempted.
Cult life doesn't suit you, Bax.
Huh? So what are we going to do about this Davil Star Song thing?
I guess we'll go see him tomorrow, if you want.
Cool. You get the impression that when you snapped him out of that, he had somewhat forgotten he was traveling with someone.
You guys arrive at the venue. It's fenced off. It's a large theater. You see many people in fine robes and dresses and suits walking through. There are 2 guards at the front, taking tickets and talking with people briefly before admitting them.
Looking around, does it look like Rainier is anywhere nearby, or?
Roll me.
Do we have tickets?
Yeah, we got 4 of them.
Okay, good.
Roll you what?
Perception. Since you're
Perception.
in quite a crowd at this point.
Dang it!
Doesn't look like he's around.
4s. Well,
I sent you a message.
I don't see him anywhere, but maybe we'll find him inside. We should probably wait for Torin and Laif to show up. And there's a message, apparently.
Well, I mean, on Discord, in a different reality that is not...
Yeah.
That was me, Eric, saying.
Oh, I see. Who'd you send the message to?
Cool.
I feel like I'm out of some cosmic loop here. Well, the machinations of gods are beyond our understanding. We should deal with this opera thing.
Yeah, we should wait for Torin and Laif to show up, because I don't think I gave them their tickets.
Oh, I see.
Did you give them the tickets?
I've committed to not having done it now.
All right. Yeah, you guys find a spot to stand by and wait. After about, I'd say, 30-40 minutes, you see Torin and Laif. So actually, make it a little bit longer because you probably would have went back to put like your armor and things away if you went there and that.
Probably. I'll bring my sword, just like have it at my side.
On your side.
I won't have my battle axe, but beyond that, I am normal. Just FYI.
Yeah. I assume like having a sword at your side is sort of just common for these types of events.
You're right. I should have 2 swords.
You see a Laif in a well-fitted dress, and you see Torin in a tightly fitted. It's like a robe suit hybrid with different parts kind of hanging off him. It's very form-fitting. You can see kind of how swole he is, definitely with this on him.
Hey, good looking. What's cooking? Oh, and hi, Laif.
Hello, Lord Bax.
Not a look that I thought I'd see you in, gotta be honest.
Yeah, looking fine.
Yeah, I needed new clothes. I needed fine clothes anyway. So this will be my go-to for formal events.
I would have dressed up for the occasion, but unlike you two, Torin and Laif, unfortunately, I just don't have the funds to spend on myself.
As he says that, just the light catches his gauntlets just right. There's a shine.
Did you not still have the gold that I gave you?
Oh, I did, certainly. But that's your money.
No.
Okay.
Well, unfortunately, it's too late now. But if I knew, I could have helped you chip in.
I doubt it's going to be a big issue. Thanks, though. Besides, I don't want to be indebted to the cops.
Yeah, that'd be the worst, wouldn't it?
If dressing like this will allow us to perform more of our duties, then I'm perfectly fine with it.
Yeah. Besides, you look cute. It's fine.
How dare you?
It's true. It's true. He does not lie.
All right, should we go inside and listen to people
both of
wail?
She's got like that slight cutaway at the side, so she still has freedom of movement.
Fuck yeah. Got that
You
cutaway.
guys
See
join
that,
the
that
line.
leg.
As you all begin progressing through, it's thinned out a decent amount since you guys have been here waiting a while. A lot of people have gotten in early. You see people talking. There's like a minor. It's rich people talking about rich people things. You see hors d'oeuvres and things being served on the inside.
Before we delve too far into it, I should note the timer just went off.
Oh, perfect. Then we'll take our first break there, and we'll come back to this right then. That seems like a
Alrighty.
great spot to start.
Shoo. Back to the thumbnail page we go. Look at us being on
Everybody
the thumbnail
enters
page.
in. However, the doors throw themselves open. Standing, glamorous as a glamour bard would, stands the great and wonderful Ashley.
Not in a battle skirt, but in a battle dress.
uses her presence to look like the ungodly goddess she is.
The ungodly goddess.
Well, she isn't a god, so ungodly. Goddess she is.
But she is a goddess.
As she is.
Apparently.
Listen, Hadrick. I don't need you to like poke fun and everything here. All right?
She's a goddess in every way.
fuck's
except
a
being
Hadrick?
goddess.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. You reminded me of that. You're completely.
What? Had
It's time for
fucking
the Dear
a man
Ashley show.
wearing like proper vestments, but also a guard's helmet walks by and just drags her away. He's like, don't bother people. This isn't a place for people like you or me. Come on. Drags her away.
He's like in a dashing suit, but helmet.
Like the forgotten. It's like the fucking Waterdeep campaign's Lancer.
Oh,
I'll be back.
me too.
Gets
Gotta get
pulled
some
away.
water.
Laif was all like, I still haven't showed Torin my neck, so I want to have scarf. The only person who has seen my neck so far is Kyra.
It's true.
And I barely remember that, you see.
Yeah, it was a stressful time for a Leaf.
Because I was too busy getting the deep clean.
Deep clean. Deep clean.
No, he's the king. He has a crown. He has a crown on top of his helmet, guys. He just like walks in. It's just like Hadrick, King of Barovia plus M+1.
I feel like when the old king pops back in, he's gonna be like, "What the fuck? Die!"
We're gonna have a good time at the opera today.
Hell yeah! Hopefully it's like a job and not just an
Not
opera,
death.
Because then Kyra's gonna be like, "This is boring as shit."
Hopefully it's an opera and not death.
The Light Singer Theater. You guys are in the castle.
Light
ward.
singer?
You're surrounded by very fabulous people. Yep, that is what it's called.
What is the opera like actually about today again? Tiamat something?
The opera was titled, where is it?
Fall of
the
Tiamat?
Fall of Tiamat.
Ah. See, this is where we could actually get the idea for the bar name.
Well, I mean, the idea's already been presented.
It's hard to keep control of like what is actually said in jest and what's not said in jest.
I fully believe that most things Bax says are said in complete seriousness. unless it references some meta thing, then I'm just gonna take it as canon until stated otherwise.
Okay, I'm back. What happened?
Welcome back. Nothing happened. We're on
yawning.
break.
I was telling Eric that she wanted to get a scarf because she's still yet to show Torin her neck, and the only person who knows her neck is Kyra.
Oh shit.
Can
So she's like, I want scarf, please.
Give my scarf.
Gib Scorf.
Gib Scarf?
Gib Scorf.
What is this? Twitch. The hype train is coming.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about.
Hype train has arrived. The supersized celebration is the newest way for your community to come together to support your stream and earn, I think it's tied to the new points that you get when you view channels.
Maybe.
Once there's a spike in support from bit subscriptions or gifts from the community, the hype train leaves the station, displaying a timer and a hypometer that fills as viewers support your channel. If the meter fills before the countdown expires, the hype train moves to the next level, where a new tier of emote rewards can be unlocked.
Oh, okay, I know what this is. People have done things like this before.
It's yeah, subscription and bit trains, effectively. I don't know. It's cool to have this integrated. So
neat.
basically, sub, gift, or use bits to get the next level. So basically, it just unlocks your things temporarily for people. Incentivizes the community to show you extra support without you having to initiate anything. I don't know why that seems passive aggressive. It's like, it allows your community to give more back to you without you having to do a damn thing.
Hell yeah.
I love not working. All right. Here, audience, have some more buttons to push. To be fair, if they're already giving support, that just means people that are already giving bits and whatnot will just get a small extra thing.
Yeah.
Neato.
Which is pretty neat.
Pretty neat. I'm fine with new things. I know that it's like inherently manipulative, but if it's done right, I actually kind of am into the gamification of watching streams because it gives some people something extra to do if they want to.
Yeah.
Yeah. As long as it doesn't become like really exploitative or anything, like it doesn't bar stuff off from people that aren't paying a certain amount. I think the farthest I'm willing to go into that is being like, VODs are subscriber only, and that is honestly just because we tend to preview things in them these days.
I'm looking at the settings for it.
Oh yeah? Where are they?
If you go to your affiliate settings, which is in your preferences and your things,
Yeah.
below moderation, blah, 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 it's the hype train settings, and you can like actually mess around with like the values of like the different kickoffs and like all the different things like that.
Sit. Alrighty. Hype train. Cool. Enable hype train. It is currently enabled. Viewers will be challenged to complete blah blah blah. Choose how many support events must occur within a 5-minute period to kick off the hype train. Support events can
So
include
like within
cheers.
5 minutes, like 3
Yeah.
to 25 events or something.
I'm gonna set it to 3.
Yeah,
3
I'm gonna keep it
minutes.
at 3 for now, just for like to test it out purposes.
Select the difficulty
if
for
it
your
gets
hype
weird,
goal.
then we'll change it.
Higher difficulties require more support to initiate.
Ooh, that doesn't sound fantastic.
You don't sound fantastic.
Completing level 1 on this difficulty requires the community center's combined total of 6 tier 1 subs or 3,000 bits. Oh, that sounds fine to me. Hype
Yeah.
train should feel special. To keep them exciting, set a cooldown period to provide time between when the community can activate them. I'm gonna set that to 1 hour as well.
That is same. That's the only thing I've changed is that for 1 hour.
Yeah, everything else I'll keep the same. The hype
That
train
seems
is
neat.
now in place.
That seems pretty neato.
Looks like it takes the equivalent of about $30 worth of interactions to begin triggering it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think you have to like trigger 3 events within 5 minutes for it to actually work, like start working, and then like you have to like put that $30 worth of stuff in to make it go to the next level. I think.
Is it?
That's what I got.
I think I misunderstood part of it. I'm gonna go back and reread it.
That's what I got from it. It sounds like you do 3 events to start it, which is what we set the lowest part at onto.
Yeah.
And then once those 3 events happen, that's when the hype train starts.
Yeah, how
And
many
then
support events
within
must
that
occur?
time?
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and support events
Within
can
that time, you
include
have to do $30 worth of stuff in order to make it go to the next level of hype train.
So basically, any gift sub drop period would begin triggering it. Because people tend to give like 10 gift subs when they give them, so if anyone drops one of those ever, it'll just immediately... if it says any gift sub, so I assume that since they're individual notifications, if somebody gives like 3, it should trigger it. Neat. If people like it, cool. Neato. Where's Aaron? Is Aaron dead?
Aaron's here.
died.
Probably dead.
No. Aaron, don't die.
I've ceased to alive.
You have a responsibility.
Don't.
No.
You need to live so you can boop all those ice type noses.
And smooch him square on the nose. Just grab him back.
Aaron, I wanna return to Taylor Daddy one day.
He's one whole cute.
He exists.
Yeah, one whole cute guy.
He is a guy.
Heck. Heck.
Indeed. Alrighty. Heckin'. Well, I'm good to jump back in whenever you guys are.
Yeah, same.
Alright. Heckin'. Boop. The boys will probably be here for like the last 40-ish minutes of when we're playing, but it shouldn't
It's
matter.
fine. We can kill them.
Something always goes wrong, and they're always late anyway, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Probably
Boys are
finishes,
back
they're
in
good.
town.
Even if they show up and they're
Boys are back
downstairs, whatever. We'll go
They'll
down.
have stuff to do.
Yep.
I love hearing it.
All right. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Are you prepared?
No.
I mean, probably not.
Probably not.
Unless it's to hit something. If it's for any kind of social encounter, I'm deliberately unprepared.
It's like, sir, you haven't brought your formal clothes. Yeah, I did. You must not be up in the latest trends.
I'll have you know I brought my most formal clothes.
Technically, true.
I dressed up for this.
Also technically true.
I wiped off this shirt before I got here. Thank you very much.
Do you see an axe? I don't think so. Because I didn't bring it because I'm being respectful. So, thanks.
Cross his arms with gauntlets on. So, take that.
Take that.
Are we back in?
Yeah, we're back in.
Perfect. I wasn't sure. I was like, I don't want to start going. We're still just. You're all in line. It's starting to thin out. You have a few people behind you, but for the most part, many have already gone in. As you get closer and closer to the effective checkpoint where they're taking tickets and speaking with people, one of the guards kind of glances over your guys' way every once in a while, and
I just imagine him doing like the modern bouncer thing where he lets me and Kyra in, and he's like, "You two can stay outside."
Hey, dude!
Perfect.
But our friends are in there. Everyone's friends are in there.
Hey, what do you think that guy's checking out?
Should I tell him that, yeah, he recognizes me? Fuck, my Red Bull hit my foot!
Should I tell him that, yeah?
as you keep moving forward, you finally get to them. Who is leading the group currently?
Probably Kyra, since she
Yeah,
has.
she has the ticket.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, I've
I
handed
will
them off
be
to everyone
standing
at this
behind
point,
Kyra.
Not Baxter.
I will be standing behind Kyra.
But yeah, she'll lead the group and she'll hand them the tickets.
Good evening, miss.
Evening.
These all of you. He goes to the ticket,
Yeah.
starts counting up. I regret to inform you that there is a dress code this evening, which many of you seem to have remembered. Except your friend here is a little underdressed for the establishment.
I'm sorry, I got this really last minute.
You're
His mouth opens and then closes.
We were hoping that you can maybe overlook that. We've been asked to be here by one Rainier Neverember, and we were looking to see what he wanted us here for, and he couldn't afford it, so.
Not the guard you're speaking with, but the other one. When you say Raynar's name, you get kind of a.
Sorry, what's going on?
Oh dear.
Are you okay, Baxter?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm just allergic to pretense.
I'm afraid Mr. Neverember is not in attendance this evening.
Oh? Why's that?
He rarely attends these sort of events. He's not exactly ingratiated into any particular circle.
Huh.
Are you sure we were here to see him?
Well, we're here to. I mean, the letter didn't say who it was from. It just said that Rainier recommended us for something.
Maybe we should show them the letter?
What did the letter say?
Yeah, here. She'll pull out the letter, and it says whatever it says, Aaron.
See, it says right here, that. Right there? Points a part of it. It says that right there.
Yeah.
As you can see, that grants us access.
Mirt,
You see right there.
Mirt? At intermission? Is there a Mirt here?
Meet
There
Mirt.
is.
Meet
Probably,
Meet
I would
Mirt.
assume if the letter says so. We only simply recognize Raynor's name since he has a level of
I'm good with this formal shit, guys.
I had totally missed that it's in the letter that we needed to dress up. I thought that was just something we were doing.
No!
It was in the letter.
Oh shit! Yeah, guys, maybe I should just wait outside.
Why I said it.
But even your friend who sent you this letter would apparently be aware that formal attire is required.
Where I come from, this is formal attire. Is there a different dress code here in the city?
Looks around at everybody.
Is this the normal? I thought people would be held to their own standards, you know? I'm a traveling gladiator, so formal for me is to show up wearing what I wear to my fights, since that's how people usually prefer to receive me.
Do you believe what you're saying?
I think he knows that he's there's a disconnect of he knows that he's not dressed formally. He does believe that what he's saying is correct. He's aware that in this context it probably doesn't matter, but Baxter is very
People have wanted to meet me in the past. They've wanted to meet me like as a gladiator, not as fucking some hoity-toity in a suit.
Roll me.
That's right. Take this, fucking society. Persuasion? Would that be the best thing?
Persuasion or performance. It's not really showy. Yeah, persuasion.
Damn it, performance is better. That's totally fair though. Here I go. Yeah,
Damn it with the force.
He like says that and he just then stops afterwards, hears what he said, and he's like,
Yeah, I'll wait outside.
it's
You guys can handle this. If anything bad happens inside, send somebody to get me, give me special permission to enter. I just realized I am socially outclassed here.
Yeah. We'll get you afterwards. Thanks.
Rock on.
How come he doesn't have to go? That's not fair. I'm kidding.
Shut up!
One of the guard leads in. Don't worry, every noble's wife has been saying that all evening. He looks aware.
So, are we good to head in then?
You're all perfectly suited for being inside. Yes.
All right. Well.
You're just like smiling at him, like, eh?
Hi, Obad Baxter. I'm just like going down the line, like reverse, where people are coming and be like, "Hey, Obad Baxter. Hey, Obad Baxter. Maybe you heard of me, Obad Baxter. Come see my show, Obad Baxter. I'm Obad Baxter."
Goes to your fist.
The night is not going to be wasted. The night is not going to be wasted for Obad Baxter.
No, it's gonna become a PR event. That's all. We're fine.
Yeah.
All right. He takes 3 of the tickets, and you guys are granted admittance. Have 1 extra ticket.
Give me that ticket. I'll fucking scalp it.
I imagine she's handed everyone their tickets already.
Sure,
So
yeah, you have tickets to the fall of Tiamat.
All right, who wants
Everybody
it?
want a ticket?
Who wants a ticket? Obad Baxter, the Stonebreaker, offering you his place in the opera. Who wants a ticket?
Private box C.
Hello.
The best private box.
Hello, traveling blacksmith. You look like the sort that would enjoy the opera. Would you like to buy this ticket? And if in exchange all I charge is a set of formal clothes that fit me, to which I will then get back in without my ticket. I'm gonna actually think this over.
Oh, just because I'm a dwarf, you think I'm a blacksmith? How dare you? No.
Just because I am a blacksmith.
I'm actually a stonemason. Thank you very much.
I am a blacksmith, but you're making an assumption.
You're racist,
You're
piece of shit.
racist and incorrect. Does not mean you're not racist.
That's racial profiling. And I'll not have it.
She just looks back, watching Baxter have all these fun moments. She's like, "Oh man."
On the record, his plan is
walks
to sell.
into the opera.
On the record, his plan is to sell the ticket to get enough money to get clothes to get back in. And he hasn't thought enough steps ahead to realize why that's not gonna work.
15 gold for a ticket, though. Who knows?
I mean, he only needs to make a certain amount to make it up with what he already has.
That's true.
How much money does he already have?
Anyways, I'll be doing things outside. Enjoy game, guys.
We'll get back to Baxter in a second. You all gain entrance into the theater. As you pass through, there are hundreds of people in attendance, many of them nobles. I would say almost the majority here are nobles. You see a few upper-class people, but none you'd immediately recognize. There's people talking business.
Luckily, I've been pampered for the past couple of days, so I look better than I usually do. I'm kidding.
I mean, yeah. So.
There are a few areas where you're ushered into different spots and brought to seats that you're made aware these are yours for the evening. They're all quite lavish. They're very well padded and comfortable chairs in a largely red-tinted theater. There's different, like, smokeless torches on the walls that don't seem to be producing any heat. They just emit light. And the show begins. There is... Do any of you speak giant?
No.
I did not expect that.
No.
So you have
opposite of giant.
You have no idea what's being said.
Mm-hmm.
But you see what appears to be a story of
a girl,
cultists and dragons. There's many large battle scenes, and for about an hour and I'd say an hour and a half, you watch these actors perform fairly astounding feats. It seems to be illusion magic deployed to add atmosphere to parts of these scenes, and you see like the rearing heads in like the far off distance of what could only be Tiamat.
You said an hour has passed?
About an hour and a half will go by
Shit.
before the intermission.
My disguise self ends.
Kyra,
I'll just recast it.
the lights are still down. Well, you definitely notice a brief fizzle as the magic itself dispels across your body. You recast, and your fine clothing reappears.
Okay.
Somebody like looks over like, what the fuck? No, never mind. That's I was wrong.
I just imagine like she fell asleep and then her clothes change back. Someone nudges her. It's like, oh fuck.
Baxter.
Yeah, what's up?
You have an hour and a half. So you're going around trying to scalp the ticket?
Yeah.
Given the way that you were doing it before, I feel like performance is a good role for this.
All right, here we go. Performance. Let's do this. Here we go. Gonna go ahead and roll performance. I'm gonna click the button right now. There it goes. 14.
It's better than been doing.
That's above
As
average.
you're moving about, calling out, looking for people who are looking to buy a ticket, you see a gnomish figure walking around doing the same thing. He's got 2 in his hand. He's like, "Get your tickets! 2 tickets for the Fall of Tiamat. You can make it in time for intermission."
So,
He looks over at you smugly.
would you say
Only
that?
25 gold apiece.
Oh, I see. Hey, get your tickets! Get your tickets to fucking see the. What was it? Sorry, what was the play?
Stop
No,
freezing.
he's saying that to them. He's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
what was the play that we're scalping tickets for? Fall of Tiamat. To see the Fall of Tiamat, only 15 gold for this ticket. Locks eyes with him, and you get to shake hands with Obad Baxter. And because of my buy popular demand feature, people should know who I am by now.
15 gold, are you mad?
I am.
He just
I'm
shrugs and
insane
walks away.
for-
He's like, "It's yours."
Hey, unless you
That guy looks.
Hey, unless you want to buy it and then try to upsell.
Roll me persuasion with it, man.
Yeah, that's right. Fucking here comes this. Yeah. It wasn't great. I dropped a 1 though. Hey. Just waving it in his face like buy it, then sell it.
12 gold and you've got a deal.
12? Yeah, okay. Honestly, I don't want to spend all that much time doing this anyways.
All right. Add 12 gold to your sheet. You see
Yeah.
him bustling about between people. Like, I was like, three tickets on the bottom. See him at only 30 gold apiece.
Oh my god.
Fucking Bax walks away, pointing at it, and be like, "That's a great deal! Oh, what a good deal!" For walks away.
This guy, though. All right, now to find myself a place that'll make me a nice suit, and then I can just walk back. Gonna need to find a place to get 30 gold.
And that's me. I am wandering around doing Bax things while they're inside, and I'm completely fine with having that time wasted
He's just in a never-ending loop.
of buying and selling the ticket.
All right, I had a guy that said that he'd buy them from me for 40 gold each, but only if I had 2 of them. So I need to work up 60 gold to buy 2 of those tickets back so I can sell them to that guy to make a 20 gold profit. Then once I have that 20 gold profit, maybe I could find another 10 gold somewhere so I'd have 30 gold so I could buy the remaining ticket and get back in.
At the end of the night, you never have the conversation you had ever again with Torin about like the money things because you just become an expert.
Financing. God.
Via bartering, I've set up a complex economic system in the street outside by which I get everything I want and come out with profit.
Inside, the intermission finally comes down. The lights come up as The curtains close for the first time for the evening.
With the intermission happening, shouldn't we be finding Mert, or are we supposed to meet him after the?
We're supposed to meet him at intermission.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I'm thinking we should head out soon.
Is there like a gathering area like for the intermission?
Most
Private
people
box
have
C.
moved out to a common
oh.
area. But yes, the letter
Oh.
itself indicates he will be in private box C.
Okay.
I will find someone to ask
Alright.
where that the fuck is.
There's many people. As soon as you look up at the aisle, you see a small, probably 17, 18-year-old boy kind of scuttle over your direction. Yes, how can I help, my lady?
Oh god, gosh. She's like, I know.
Go ahead, my lady. This is fun. the most fun I've had at this opera.
We're looking for box. We're looking for a box to put.
I
No,
can have
Max
one
is
brought up.
outside.
You have a friend waiting outside? I could go fetch him for you.
No. That's not what she wanted to ask. Go
Oh,
ahead,
alright.
Laif, go ahead.
Like a dog.
Well then.
Is this
I'm
my fault?
excited.
I'm so sorry. I think I'm making her nervous.
No. It's not your fault.
You're good. You're good. We're looking for private box C.
Oh, yes, I can absolutely. I can take you there.
You fun ruiner.
Intermission's gonna be over before she gets it out.
Yeah, but it would have been fun.
Steam just rising out of her head.
Formal
good.
bows. I'm sorry if I made you uncomfortable. Follow me, just this way.
Come on.
It's okay.
He leads you through a series of halls and up a couple winding staircases into the upper flights. And eventually there is an area with two men. These are the most obviously armed. You've seen a few like ornate swords, kind of like Torn's, although yours is definitely much more practical for use. You've seen a lot of people with swords that are on their hip, but they probably never have or will be used. You see a couple people who look like they know what they're doing with their weapons, and they have more than a couple on them, standing in front of a door. Each of them is wearing a green sash over either side of them, and
the story of a door.
they glance over at the group, and one of them puts a hand up and waves off attendant, who nods to you. I was like, I won't bother you any further. And he bustles back to where he was before.
Hi, we're here to see Mert.
You're expected.
All right.
Perfect.
He leans back and bangs on the door twice as the door slides open, and behind it you see another armed gentleman with a long sword out in one hand before he sheathes it and waves you in.
Important guy we're meeting.
Damn. I guess it's not security. He's already got that covered.
Yeah. Well, let's head on in then.
All right.
This is the story of a boy.
Hey, Aaron, I have a question.
Yep.
Can I put my max HP back up?
Oh, yeah.
I just noticed.
Benchy boy.
Thanks, man.
Got you, fam. That would have been hilarious. You walk in, and there's a slightly shorter gentleman sat in a seat facing away from you down towards the opera, as he's just watching people filter in and out of the room.
Mert?
Hello, Kyra.
Weird.
Hey, I got your letter. Wondering what's up? What's going on?
What do you want?
What is it that you want?
What does this man look like?
Harper is. Let me double check you.
He looks like the devil.
Mert
Hello, Mert.
is
Hello.
a,
You son of a bitch. I'm in.
He's a short dude.
Son of a
You
bitch.
son of a bitch.
He's got a green tunic on. It's like a fine, almost emerald green, with a clasp over it that has a harp with a crescent moon around it. He's got a light silk cape on. You see a sword at his side that seems to have a light glow to it.
Oh.
You see him wearing a set of bracers. Is one of the only people inside here that have been wearing any sort of armor. And that's the most you can see at a glance.
Okay.
Specifically for you, Kyra, since I think you'd be the most interested. I can't speak to the other two of you, but perhaps. I am sent from an organization that you may have heard of, hopefully called the Harpers.
The Harpers.
Oh. I see what these.
I don't know if I heard of the Harpers
Okay.
before. Have I heard of the Harpers before?
Roll me history.
Can I do the same?
Yep. You have enough work in the city that I think that you can rationalize that.
You're a city.
Oh,
Torn, you've heard the name, but they're pretty hush-hush about their things. You just know they spies at the long end of things.
Okay.
Kyra, yeah, they're an organization that kind of protects good in the world from the shadows. They have a lot of interest in art and magic and music. They've had some weavings in and out of a few things that you've come across in just your arcane learning. You know that like Mythdrauner, before it was destroyed, was a place that that was kind of their pinnacle of society and something they would like to restore. A large city of almost exclusively magic and song.
Okay.
So I've been sent today, and he stands up from his seat, to offer you membership and a job.
Membership to the Harpers?
Yes.
That's okay. Unexpected. What's this this job?
I'm afraid that's confidential. I could only tell that to a member.
Can we quit after learning the job?
You're more than welcome to.
If you do this job for us, we'll let you join the Harpers.
All right, what's the job?
We can only discuss mission details with a Harper.
So we accept?
No, you have to complete the job before you can become a Harper.
You have to figure out the job and complete it.
So what's the
If
job?
you
We
agree
could
to
only tell you
membership,
if you
I'll
join
have,
us.
Your first task for you.
Sorry.
Should be simple enough. Yeah, otherwise, I'll have other members assigned to it.
What's expected of a Harper?
Various tasks. Sometimes gathering information. I will say this one is a bit more of a investigation. It should be nothing, but there may be some danger involved. Not that I don't think you guys could handle it.
Is the membership would it be for all of us, or
Membership is for you specifically.
Phew, I don't have to make any decisions.
Aside from the fact that your friend here is a member of Force Grey, I'm not sure if he or our friend from the south here have any interest in the Harpers.
Can't say I do.
I wouldn't expect it.
Spy work isn't for me. So.
I have a pretty good wisdom, so I think I'm gonna roll to see if I caught what he just fucking said.
All right, so Gary from the apothecary down the street, he wants somebody to read his fortune, and in exchange, he's willing to pay about 15 gold and supply a silk blanket, which Obana over here wants in exchange for one of the 2 tickets. So if we get you one of the 2 tickets, we can get that to Jeremy, who I could then pay for that ticket, which I could then return and scalp in the middle of the street for a certain amount of copper because fucking Jessica, you need specifically copper, right? For the thing that you said, right. And then I could find a bank token.
Just while you guys are doing this, he's outside. He's just with a large ring of people figuring out how we can trade things between them.
Just created a whole business outside.
Which brings us... All right.
Which brings us to you, Raynar.
Which brings us to you, Raynar.
I could just give you another ticket.
No, that's what you want me to think. This is some kind of trick. What do you really want?
Your assistance.
Uh-huh. So, like...
Do you have any copper?
Do you have any copper is the question right now.
I only carry big bills on me.
We need to solve this puzzle, guys. All right, here's a list. Everyone write down your wants and needs. Okay.
Jesus.
So, like, upon him saying your friend to the south, I'm definitely going to be eyeing them, because that means they know about us, like, more than has been let on already to public people.
What would I get out of accepting this offer? Like, what do the Harpers offer?
We've put in some feelers about each of you, obviously. His eyes flickering to you, Laif. And we happen to know that you seek information. We could definitely be of assistance there. Otherwise, we have some modicum of influence around the city.
If Raynar was the one who suggested this, does that mean that he's also a Harper?
He's not a member. He's simply friends with. We've worked with him a few times. He knows what we do, and he seemed that you all were capable. I trust his judgment, so once I looked into each of you, chose a member I thought would be the most suitable.
You said you can offer information, huh? All right. Sounds good to me.
You'll be joining them?
If you can
Welcome to
offer
the
information
Harpers.
about what I'm looking for, then absolutely.
He pulls out a, similar to the bridge he has that's clasping his cape to the front of him, he pulls out a pin that is a harp inside a crescent moon, and he hands it to you.
She'll take it. And she'll pocket it because she can't really pin it on herself right now.
So, what's this job?
Yeah, what is the job?
I'm in.
Where are we? The Harpers.
You son of a bitch.
You son of a bitch, I'm in. Takes harp.
There's a woman, user Solazef. She's an older woman. She sells books out of a narrow 3-story building on Sorn Street in the Trade Ward. She claims to have trapped a monster in her shop and fears for the welfare of her books and her cat. The City Watch isn't likely to lend her a hand given her, let's say, propensity for storytelling. But we do owe her a favor. She has done us a turn more than once, and it's the least we could do to look into it for her. If you wish to gain access to the building, I believe you'll find her at Filzoon's Folly, a tavern on the corner of Sorn Street and Salabar Street.
How do you spell that?
Filzoon's Folly?
Yeah.
Felzoun. And Folly is
Is that the girl we met?
I think that was a different place. I think that was like Elsier's something or other. You talking about where we killed the were-rat?
No, I'm talking about when we went to sell the paintings.
Oh, that was Lydia, I think. Was her
Okay.
name. And what's this lady's name again?
her name? Yuza Solazef. Yuza. Yeah, it's spelled UzasoliZeph.
All right. I can definitely go check that out.
All right.
And follow up about more of this information you guys have or could look
We'll
into.
be in contact.
All right. Is there anywhere I can go to find you, or is it mostly just letter sending and all that?
You could find me at my home. You're welcome to visit whenever you like. It's in the C Ward. I can't say that I'm always there, but if you ever need to speak with me directly, that's where you'll find me.
Okay.
And otherwise, we'll find you.
All right then.
All right.
If you're staying, enjoy the rest of the opera.
Do we have to stay?
By no means.
Then I am fucking out of here.
Yeah.
That was boring as shit.
I can understand every now and then something they would say because it's very similar to. I'm not interested, obviously. Let's leave.
You'll miss the death of Tiamat.
If we don't know that Tiamat dies, then, it's fine.
I mean, the title already spoils it, so,
I'd
It's just the
love
fall of the
to see
death.
like the events of the Rise of Tiamat module play out, but all right.
It's a strange way to put it, but precisely.
Yeah.
In any case, thank you all for making time for us this evening, and you have a lovely night.
All right, thank you.
Do you think if you miss that play, you can still understand it when the characters show up in the other parts of the franchise?
You all begin making your way outside. As you get to the front gate, you see Baxter in a well-tailored suit and a ticket running up.
All right. Let it never be said that I can't take care of a problem. I got a ticket and I got a suit, and I guess I have the gold to. It all worked out in the end. All right, let's go.
Bax, we're leaving.
Okay.
You actually went and got a suit?
Yeah.
Do you
All
want
right,
to enjoy the last half of the play? Baxter?
Would I understand the characters and their motivations if I only saw the last half?
To be fair, unless you can speak giant, you might be lost anyway.
Well, not terribly interested then.
Rips clothes up.
He just tears off the clothes, and they're just destroyed.
It's just like,
but you look really dapper.
Underneath is his regular clothes.
I just imagine like he just walked up like Goku style, like the sleeves are ripped off. Like
Fucking he tears off the clothes, revealing his normal clothes, and rips up the ticket. Like,
Well, glad that's dealt with.
do you actually rip up your clothes, Logan? Because I wanted to be like, oh, you still look really nice.
yes, I do. So that we can reduce the fucking cosmic debt to 0.
You're just like, well.
Good gag, but I just have the gold from having sold the ticket, and we'll move on from there.
All right. Hey, there's a lot of really helpful people around here. Like, if we ever need help, we should just put some feelers out. People are really nice.
Yeah. Sometimes.
Like
I would
all
like
the
to
time.
roll. I would like to roll. I'm impressed with advantage.
Okay.
There we go.
Well, what time of day is it now?
Time of day, or well into the evening. It is about 8:30.
Oh, geez, I figured it was like 10. I guess I'm just used to movies and entertainment happening late.
Yeah. Caught an early showing, maybe. Early-ish, I guess.
It was gonna last like another hour or so anyway. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be letting out probably at about 10.
Yeah.
All right. Well, do we have anything else to accomplish today?
today? Doesn't seem like it.
We got to do that. We could do that DeVille Star Song thing that we've all been talking about.
What?
The what?
Right. There's a dude named, I guess, Davil Starsong at the Yawning Portal who messaged Bax that he should talk to about something.
Yeah.
You think he's still there?
I don't know. I just assume that he will be there when we go there.
That is
I was
fair.
also going to mention the Emerald Enclave thing, but we might be a little overdressed now.
No, I think you look fine. You actually can fight in anything. So.
Well, I guess I'm gonna go fucking meet these hippies in my fucking noble.
I'd like to go home and get my armor if we're gonna do anything, but sure. my pike. So I'll do that. Goodbye.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna just like split up and tackle both at once. That's also an option.
Sure.
Cool.
Well, Laif, I can head with you to the Emerald Enclave if you want.
Oh, the cat told both of us, so sure.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait for Bax's.
Can I change first?
All right, so I'll heck
You do
in.
look fine as hell.
So you two are gonna do that Emerald Enclave thing.
If you want to
Yeah.
wait for me to get my armor, I can go with you to the.
Yeah.
Yawning Portal.
I'll wait for you, cop. If this guy's shady, we might need the authorities anyways.
You
His name's
alright,
one
you two
letter
head
away
back
from
to the
devil.
house so Torn can don his armor.
Mm-hmm.
And in the meantime, we'll deal with these two. Alif, are you going back to get changed, or are you just going straight there?
I'll go without. Torin said that I shouldn't, so I'm gonna go without getting changed.
Kyra's just like, yes.
You are currently in.
I'll just look like I have extra money lying about while we go through the lower parts of the city and people can try to mug us.
That sounds fine.
Let them fucking try. Let them die.
You guys are currently in Castle Ward, and all right. So the South Ward is closer, so we'll do you two first, and then we'll do Torn and Bax. You guys make your way to the Southern Ward, looking for a lovely building. Where is my Emerald Enclave bits?
The cat told us to come here, so we will.
Meow, see?
Meow, see?
Roll me persuasion or survival, just for generally approximating you guys asking people as you move about.
18.
To look for directions to the Falconmere. Yeah, together you guys quickly find it. You see where's the Falconmere?
Inside, five beholders eat you immediately. There are no saves.
Don't spoil.
God damn it! Now I gotta fucking come up with the plan B.
6 ball. Completely different encounter.
There we go. You move into the South Ward, and you find the Falconmere. It is a villa that is very out of place given everything around it. It's surrounded by warehouses and trade shops, and it takes the size of it is about the size of 4 of the nearby warehouses for the full estate. It's walled off, and the fence opens as you move towards it. There is a manor built into the back end of it, with gardens around, with plants and trees growing in. This is the most nature you've seen in Waterdeep outside, being on the mountain itself. The mansion itself is decorated with polished stone, and there's falcons on each corner of a small tower on the side of it. There's windows with like a dim firelight coming out of many of them. As you guys enter, a middle-aged gentleman walks up in a plain black suit and look to the two of you. I suppose you're here to inquire about the Enclave, then?
Yeah. We saw a cat. Told us to come here. So, figured we'd check it out.
Hopefully that doesn't sound strange.
Melanor will be waiting inside the living room if you'll follow me.
Alright.
Melanor.
He starts walking towards the manor itself. He opens the door, and you turn and you see an older man, older than the one you're speaking to currently. This guy looks like he's about 80 or 90. He has a bit of a beard, and even for his age, more wrinkles than he probably should have. He gives you a bit of a nod as you come in, as he waves to the man in the suit and says, "Thank you, Master. I'll take them from."
Who said that to who?
The elder man that is in the room turns and thanks the man that you're speaking to, and he called him Master.
Oh, okay.
It's like the master brought us to the servant. What the hell? This is weird.
You Melanor?
I am.
All right. I'm assuming that was probably your cat that told us about that?
I use many cats. I can't quite say any of them are mine. It's a simple
Small and
spell.
white?
Yes, I specifically sent it to you, but it is not my cat.
So, what do you want? We're all ears. You asked about a membership, right?
Yes. We are here to possibly recruit either of you to the Emerald Enclave. The lady of the house may also be interested in meeting with you.
What is the Emerald Enclave?
We had asked a little bit about it, but not a lot was told.
Cat's not really responsive.
They only send the one message. Once they're done, they're just back to being regular animals.
Gotcha.
We oppose threats to the natural world and help many people survive. We're primarily comprised of people outside of your specific skill sets, but I think that expanding is never a bad thing. We often are sent to help people prepare for particularly brutal winters, especially in outlying communities, the small farms outside of Phandalin, or the outlying villages near Daggerford are common examples. We also occasionally assist with barbarian or orc incursions, things like that.
Waterdeep see a lot of those?
The branch here in Waterdeep specifically deals with any such threats that make themselves known in the area. Under Mountain, or rather under Cliff, I should say, not under Mountain, wretched dungeon. Undercliff sees some of these problems, while the city proper itself is usually safe from such things.
You know, we actually did hear something similar to that from that one mountain dude, that one vague cryptic dude, right? On the mountain, Halam, I think his name was.
Yes, I've heard of him.
Yeah, that looks too Laif. It's like we heard something about the threat to the city or something like that, but he didn't mention what it was or where it was coming from or anything.
He was being cryptic.
Yeah, seems he likes to do that a lot.
Leave it to a monk. Anyway,
eyes go wide, kind of glances to Laif.
What?
But
follow me. The lady is upstairs as well, and I'm sure she'd love to meet you.
All right. Interested to see what this is all about.
He leads you up a flight of stairs and opens a double doorway into a large, elegant, like a tea room. Sat at a table with a long, like yellow, almost like autumn-colored dress. It fades to like an orange, with a wavy black hair. You see a lady, almost translucent.
Oh.
Whoa.
Baxter needs to be here. He needs to be able to punch this ghost.
Hello. A pleasure to meet you. She vanishes and appears next to you.
Whoa. Whoa, okay.
I'm sort of everywhere at once. It's quite fun.
Okay. Hello.
He kind of motions toward Kyra.
We had talked with a small animal that asked us to come here. Is there something you need?
No, specifically, I just looked to enlist more members to a better cause, and I saw potential, I guess you could say. Word of your recent exploits with the Xanathar Guild have been spreading around the city, and I couldn't help but take interest.
Oh, okay.
I'll admit I don't see either of you with a strictly direct connection to the world around us, but I don't see an absence of it either, if you can follow my line of thinking.
The world around us?
We at the Emerald Enclave seek to balance nature and civilization in a way that is more symbiotic than perhaps currently. But I do see a propensity for good in both of you, which is why I had my good friend here send his cats.
He had said that we were slightly out of what you usually would ask to join you.
Normally, we recruit those with skill sets that assist those in situations closer to nature. Waterdeep is a great challenge for us, since we rarely have much to do in places like this. So we see many rangers or druids in our midst. But rarely so often do we see one with arcane talent such as yours, or abilities with the fist.
I punch things.
So, what? This is just a line of questioning tonight. What is expected? Really?
Well, we'll have jobs from time to time. They will pay, and there will be danger, of course. Currently, we're looking at a possible necromancer, maybe stealing bones from the City of the Dead.
And what you said? There's payment. Like, is it just
Yes.
monetary, or?
We have many other things we can do, but specifically for this job, there will be a payment. Any member or any of their party who assists for the duration of, we have a Knight of Killamvor on station who is patrolling the graveyard as we speak. Other things we could offer in future, depending on our relationship, is we do have our animals throughout the city, many of which we can have watch people, which can allow us to learn things otherwise inaccessible to even some of the most clever of people. You're always welcome to stay here. Melanor is quite the good chef if you ever need a place to stay.
And that is also pushed forward toward our party as well, if they need a place to stay?
We could, yes. Or if you have any animals that need stabling as well. Melanor, specific, quite good at taking care of them. He's definitely got a touch of nature in him.
I have been very interested in, as you say, the world around us for quite a while.
She's gonna like, she's just gonna like, kind of move, kind of like bring her hand up, and I'm gonna use my little thingy where I can kind of prestidigitation some air around and shit. I'm gonna kind of like move a little gust of air around in my hands, and I'm gonna like kind of mess around with that. It's just like, I have been very interested in things like that. If you wish just to have somebody look into these problems for you, I can do so.
Yeah, I can help with that too.
As for joining you,
Go on.
as long as it doesn't interfere with what I'm doing, I would not mind.
We never wish for our guild membership to stray anyone from their own personal goals, so long as they aren't in direct conflict with anything the overall Enclave speaks. She looks over at you, Kyra. I hope that with your recent movements that you never become a specific danger to the city, but from what I've seen of you, I don't think that's probably going to happen.
Okay. Why would I be a
You just joined another guild.
That was like 10 minutes ago.
They have cats, man.
Castle to Southern Ward, that's almost the same distance to your house. It's about an hour walk.
Oh, okay.
So you probably prestidigitation, or not prestidigitation, you probably like disguise
You guys
yourself
had
again.
any like misgivings about kind of about dealing with the Harpers and stuff, or?
We don't always align. We are more than willing to work with you, but officially, I don't know if we'll have you as an immediate member as of yet. However, I think that you both could prove quite useful to the city.
She looks over toward Kyra.
If only one of us needs to be with you to help you, then I would not mind. Again, unless it does conflict with what I'm doing.
As always. As for you, we can discuss a dual membership perhaps after this first job, which I think your skill sets should be quite sufficient for. Your friends are more than welcome to join him as well, although he is a little wary of outsiders. So do we have your promise of assistance then? She extends a ethereal hand towards you, Laif.
I'm a little bit fucking worried about ghosts. Fucking are weird people, says the ghost.
I will definitely look into this problem you're having.
She holds her hand out toward her.
I offer my services.
As she has her hand clasped around yours, she vanishes, and you feel as though you've been wrapped in a still wind.
Oh, God.
She's physically not there, but you feel like you're being held, and you feel as though someone just kisses you on the forehead.
Stop it.
This ghost must die.
God.
I bend the winds to my will, and I put them inside of a tiny pebble, and I chuck it. I'm kidding.
Do you get a charm? Where's that going to be hiding? Chapter 7. It's all
Where are you hiding?
from me.
More like, what are you hiding?
More like,
3,
what's a hide?
More like hide.
Oh,
Like hide armor.
more
More
like
hide.
more like, are more friends coming over? Cause I'm throwing a party.
Oh. That sounds fun.
That's what it's more
yeah.
like.
Cool.
We did it.
I'll take that.
I need
Pretty
to check my
soon,
DMG real
pretty
quick.
soon we'll all have our own factions to try to join, and then there's gonna be some sort of civil war, and we'll have to kill each other.
I am my own faction.
The Obad faction.
People, trade union of the streets, rise up! Fucking everyone in the streets is just like...
This is all of the workers' guilds.
I've successfully armed basically every citizen in the city by having them all trade in beneficial ways for everybody among themselves. Everybody has plate mail, javelins, axes, and swords. We rule Waterdeep now! We are the people, and I am their voice!
Bax, why?
Max, there's no one here.
You shouldn't have left me alone that night. Also, you yes-and me. You don't fucking do that.
You get the same thing that Ivelios got. You feel the warmth pass over you, and you have been blessed with a charm.
Oh, I got dead?
You have a charm of restoration cast upon you. And so for until you choose to use it, you can expend charges from it to either cast greater restoration or lesser restoration.
Oh shit.
And that would have been pretty good. Hey, you should go to Chult. I know someone who could use that spell right
If you'll excuse me, I gotta go to Chult real quick. in either the past or the future.
She just has like one use of greater restoration.
So it has 6 charges. She can cast greater restoration once and then lesser restoration once, or she can cast lesser 3 times.
The party goes to Chult to, for some reason, find Veloci. They find the statue, and Bax is like, oh, it's a person made out of stone! Everyone stand back! Raises his fist. They're like, Bax, no!
When you said
I agree.
It's been there for 200 years.
I agree. If Baxter thinks it's a danger, he should destroy it.
Yeah.
When you said the party goes to Chult, I imagined like the Always Sunny in Philadelphia, like title screen, just like the party goes to Chult.
Yay!
All right.
La da da da
Shit,
da da da.
Oh.
Sorry, don't mind that. I was messing with some audio stuff.
No.
How dare you?
There's a little tiny bit of a hum that's not usually there.
I mean, if she wants to keep kissing me on the forehead and give me more powers, I'm fine with that. I mean, if you want to make out a little to make it more potent, I'm good with that.
Hell yeah.
Fucking, I love that we were like, yeah, there's a girl that she's got a monster in her library and she needs help basically ASAP. And we're like,
Okay, we're just gonna go check out these 2 other things.
Bye.
and then we'll go help with that.
Yeah.
Did he say it was like, do it right now? Is that what was said?
No, but
He
they have
told
a
you where to
monster.
find it.
They have a monster
Oh.
trapped in their library.
Well, she
and they're
said
afraid
they
for
have
their-
a monster.
and they are
It's
afraid.
probably
for
a
their-
cat.
I mean, if it ends up being nothing, fair. But like, assuming that the threat is what it seems to be, we were like, the bookstore and cat will be fine. We need to talk to some people.
Hey, yeah, we're looking for work. I mean, we have work technically, but we're like just looking for a lot of it at once.
I just interpreted that as like it's contained for now, but she really wants it dealt with soon.
Soon
I might have
being
missed the
before.
part about the cat.
Yep. She's worried for her books and cat.
That's okay.
Other than that, so once it's cast upon you, she pulls away from you, and she you hear disembodied, not even from any location. Look for Sir Ambrose Everdawn at the City of the Dead. He's offered to help the city guard help catch this necromancer who's been stealing bones and animating them as skeletons. He could use your help. He may need some convincing, however, he's used to working alone.
I will convince him. Punch his hand.
You and each of your friends who assist should find some compensation at the end of all the work.
All right.
I shall return to you when the task is done.
More money. Yes.
I may not be present, but Melanor will always be here.
Melanor.
And your name again, miss?
My name is
Yeah. You heard me.
You heard what I said.
I said things.
I said.
I'm Jareth Falcon. For spelling people, Jeryth.
Oh.
Falcon is
Ryth.
Jared Leto, you say.
Jerry.
Jareth who? Or is it just Jareth? Jareth.
like that.
Jareth
Okay.
Falcon. I see. Some dramatic music for copying down a name. Pretty sure Berserker and Saber are fighting in the background right now. Berserker and Saber Alter's going at it with all the ufotable animation, but it's like all from just the perspective of us talking to a person and it being like in the distance. Alright, so it's the name of, how do you spell it? Fucking a piece of castle flies across the background. Like with a P? Alright.
I hope to return. I hope to return with good news. Thank you very much. We must be going, however.
Be well, both of you.
Alright, same to you.
Gonna start walking out with Kyra.
Alright, you guys
she's
head
gonna
out.
tell Kyra, and she's gonna be like, Kyra, I don't know if you saw, but she kissed my forehead. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, no, I did.
She like turned to wind or something and kissed me in the forehead. It's weird. And it made me feel real good though. So like, you know, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
I think it also gave me superpowers. Back at the Trollskull Manor, real name TBA. We'll say you're finishing putting your armor on.
All right. All right, Bax. Who's this guy that we're meeting again?
We're going to meet with Davil Starsong.
Davil Starsong.
Yeah.
How did you meet this guy again?
I didn't. A flying snake flew in through my window. I caught it with my hand. And the tiny letter that the flying snake gave to me told me that we should go meet with this guy. That we might be a good fit.
Oh. Do I recognize the flying snake symbolism?
Yeah, you don't even need to roll for that.
Cool.
No need to be so cautious of Captain Slithers.
Wait. You said a flying snake?
Yeah.
That might be a red flag, actually.
No, it was a flying snake.
No, I mean, like, if... I'm saying...
I know what a flag is.
I know that if you straighten out a snake, it can kind of look like a flagpole because it's very long, but a snake is the wiggly one with the teeth on the end.
Yeah. So, this guy we're meeting might be part of the Zhentarim.
Okay.
Do you know what the Zhentarim is?
Yeah, we bumped into them before. Some of their agents were the people that were in that warehouse, right?
Yeah. Yeah, they're not exactly great guys. So, why are you meeting? Do you still want to meet with them?
I was going to say, why are you meeting them? Because a flying snake came in through my window carrying a tiny letter.
I rephrased the last second.
Because a flying snake came into my window.
I think it's pretty evident why. Well, given that they may be related to whatever it is that's going to mess with the city, I actually think it might be a good idea to still talk to them. Besides, what are they going to do? They're asking to meet us in a very public place. A very public place with a really big troll hole that if they make us angry or they threaten us, we can toss them down into.
Yeah, that's fair. All right.
Nothing wrong with hearing them out. At least before we get to doing the the thing with the lady and her cat and her stuff.
Right. Yeah. Well, all right. Let's get going then.
Did they? No, never mind. That was a different thing.
You guys get to the yawning portal with little incident. The city streets are starting to thin out. Most people turning in for the night. Many places closing. The familiar building itself is still its boisterous, booming lair of activity, as many people are drinking inside. You see many of the familiar faces you're used to. You don't see Meloon, Torin. He's not present. Baxter, you do see Yagra.
Hey, Yagra!
She raises a fist over to you.
How have you been?
Good. You've actually been expected.
Huh?
She says, thumping her chest. Devil's upstairs.
Oh, you know about this.
I didn't know about it, and I'm part of it.
Oh. Yagra, are you saying that you're part of them? I don't know if
What is that supposed to mean?
Well, the cop over here told me that this guy that we're supposed to meet, that he was related to the Zhentarim. And so if you're part of it, are you saying that you're one of them?
She nods and she produces a necklace around her neck that has a symbol of a snake with 2 wings coming out of the side of it.
Which means furthermore that
yeah.
when we beat up people in that warehouse the other day, we were technically laying into your buddies. Are you okay with that?
You did what?
Devil can give you more information. She's walking up.
I see. Well, that's certainly a weird turn of events. But if Yagra's one of them, then I don't know. I like him a little bit more now. What can I say? Let's go find out what's going on. I have a distinct feeling that this is not aggressive.
Yeah, hopefully. I just keep my hand on the hilt of my sword.
Super fair.
You're led up to one of the private rooms. This isn't like a bedroom specifically. This is a private room with a large table. And at one end you see Set, who you assume to be Davil. He's... Do I have a picture of you? It's a useful picture of you, Davil.
Zhentarim Davil. Zhentarim Davil.
Yep. There you go. Actually, I should have a story.
There's a picture of him?
If he doesn't arrange for you to be murdered, then no one else will.
They always hide some of these best things. Yawning portal.
Dooba-dooba-dooba.
Friendly faces.
I'm taking a good look at his face. I'm really dedicating it to memory. I gotta pay attention to all the small features before I can look at the big picture.
Yeah.
Like, look at that nose. Like,
Shut
what's
up.
up with
Oh,
that
good.
thing? What is
Yeah, it's
this
got this weird
thing
like-
about it?
Yeah. I don't
There
know.
he
I
is.
don't know exactly what to call it, but it's just awkward looking.
Oh, it's so weird. Look at that
Oh, look!
nose.
Oh God, it's even
Oh.
worse up close.
Oh, jeez. You think that when you zoom out, the nose is gonna look fine with the rest of the features, but no, it stays weird.
Oh God.
You see,
It's like at this point, we're just across the table from him.
Like you guys have sat down at this point and just like
Still going on about his nose.
Hey there,
he's
Davil.
just like, I know, right?
My name is Obed Baxter, but I have a feeling that you already know that on account of having invited me.
yeah,
I
told me
have a
bit
feeling you
about
already knows that. I know that. No.
Would you guys like some drinks to start off? Might as well keep this friendly.
Yeah, sure.
He waves over, and one of the people you see in the corner room. There's a couple people sat looking at you. You see Torin. You see most of them are armed. You see a couple crossbows, a couple swords, but not an overbearing presence of strength. Just a couple here and there, and one of them heads downstairs. After a couple minutes, He comes in almost immediately after stepping out, and after a few minutes, one of the waitresses comes in with a large platter. And she puts tankards of ale. One's in front of you, Torin, whether or not you choose to drink it.
Like it's the constant after a few minutes, so we just sit there for like a grand total of 10 minutes being like,
Staring
Do
at
not
each other.
talk until it gets here, as is tradition.
As is tradition.
It gets
So
put-
I obviously sent you a message because I figured you might be interested in making something of yourself. You seem like someone who really wants to move up in the world. It's the
I'm
best way I can-
interested in getting my name out there, yeah. I mean, I'm always going to be the same Baxter no matter what.
Absolutely. We operate in and out of Waterdeep and all over all over Faerun. We have tradings in and out of mercenary bands. We like to help people. We provide loans for many people and other services. Recently, another faction inside of the Zhentarim themselves have infiltrated the city and tried to take over the Xanathar's Guild. I'm sure you know about that.
Would that be the people that we found whenever we were investigating that warehouse?
It might be. We've been looking at trying to cut them out and bring the city back to peace because it's been almost all-out warfare ever since that happened. We
So-
don't operate as one collective whole, but rather we're a network of different associates.
I see. Well, I may be an intuitive guy, but I'm not particularly, I'm not field agent material as far as most places would be concerned. I don't have that many talents. Exactly what do you need from me? I'm pretty much just good at
Currently?
being pointed at and hitting things.
Right now, all we need is you to deliver some potions for us in Castle Ward. One of the enormous statues in Castle Ward's got a statue. It's the God Catcher, I think they call it. There's a lady in a purple cloak. She'll have a tip for you. That's all I need
I see.
for the time being. Otherwise, nothing immediately. We can provide some level of assistance here and there. I'm sure you have things you could use the network for.
And what exactly, what are the potions?
The potions themselves,
Yeah.
they're poison.
It doesn't shock me at all. Sure.
Torrance is like, yeah. That's
Yeah, I'll do it.
Sounds good.
However, is this so it's poison, and I have no moral quandaries with that. Is it going to
this
be
a
used?
nice poison?
Is this going to be used for assassination or anything? Like, is that what your ultimate plan for this is?
If I knew, I'd tell you. I don't ask those kinds of questions. Simply, they were asked for.
Well then, you see, I'm interested in being something of a role model for today's youth, and generally looked up to by the public. If they found out that I was walking around delivering things like that, people might lose faith in me, or my image might get corrupted. So, you have any kind of way to assure me that what I'm doing isn't leading to, like, some high-standing political figure being killed, or innocent people being drugged or poisoned? Because I want nothing to do with that.
The person requesting them will be at the tavern themselves. You could question her if you'd like. We don't police what our members do. So
And
if you'd like to make it a point of order that you know what it's going to be used for, you could ask her.
And if I decide to refuse, or to destroy the poison rather than see it used that way?
Then the contract would be destroyed. We don't get paid, and neither do you.
Alright.
I'll be, upset, but we'll get more work. It's of little consequence to me. We're about making profit for ourselves. If you don't make, if this becomes a trend, then I'll probably remove you from the faction.
Hey, as long as you know that you're dealing with someone that holds themselves to a higher standard, then yeah, I'll take the work.
You can hold yourself to whatever standard you want with us.
Even the
if you
highest.
meet certain people, we can arrange meetings. You can also, if you're looking for potions and poisons, we have obviously access to those sorts of things. Mercenaries, loans, or if you need people to go away, we can make those things happen.
Can't say I'd ever be interested in that. Hey, do you have any quandaries with the fact that my friend here is Force Grey?
No. It's not like he's sitting
They're
watch.
like, "What?"
And he could report me if he wants, but that's gonna just leave me at the same place I've already at. Force Grey normally concern themselves with things that are proper threats to the city, and I'd say you have your hands full with the bloodbaths in the streets every other night, which is something I think you and I both want to stop.
Yeah. Sort of squinting at him a little bit.
He raises his glass to you and drinks more of it.
Well then, if this poison was going to be used for something untoward, then you and I trying to deliver it would certainly give us the ability to prevent a crime before it happened, right, Torin?
Yeah. I'd like to talk to the person buying the poison.
Alright.
So, sounds good to me.
Alright, you son of a bitch. We're in.
Welcome to the network. He slides across the table to you a small little pendant that has a snake with 2 wings on it. Wear it or don't. If you do, it might stop some of our folks from reacting violently to you if they know you're part of the network.
Oh, I didn't get a pin.
Family's family.
Alright.
Is it one for both of us or one for Bax?
One for you.
That makes sense. Yeah, I feel like a Force Grey member wearing something like that might be a bit inherently controversial, anyways.
Yeah.
I don't know if the Force would like you wearing one of these, but you're welcome to join as well. We'd be happy to have a member of Force Grey in our midst.
I think I'm fine. Thank you.
I can be your liaison if you want to do any work for them. You don't have to tarnish your image either.
Oh, perfect.
You can find me here most days. If we have any work, I'll send a snake. And otherwise, if you need a meeting or a favor, you find me.
Gotcha.
Jagger usually knows where I am if I'm not here.
So where are these potions then? Where do we pick them up?
You can pick those up from the Trades Ward. There's a little store called Weird Bottles Concoctions. The gnome running the front should be named Schemo.
Deliver potions to... What was the ward that we're delivering them to?
You were delivering them to the Castle Ward in front of a place called the God Catcher, which is one of the many statues of Waterdeep.
All right. Pick up potions in, and you said Trade Ward. And could you remind me what the place and guy were again?
The store was called Weird Bottles Concoctions, and the gnome that runs it is called Schemo. Spelled
delivering the Schemo or
Schemo.
picking it up?
You're picking them up from Schemo, and you're delivering them to a
woman in purple cloak
in front of the God Eater.
We don't know the name of the recipient. We just
God
know what
Catcher,
they look
not
like.
God Eater.
Yeah, God Eaters, the anime. Cool.
I wish I knew enough about it.
I know very little about it.
All right. That's fine by me. Then, we'll come back here and see you after the job is done.
If you wanna, it doesn't matter. I'll know if it's done or not.
And then you'll just deliver pay to me.
She'll deliver pay to you.
Oh, I see.
She'll pay you on site.
Oh, that's
You just
very
keep the tip.
convenient. All right. Let's get out of here, Torin.
Yeah, let's do that.
After we drink all of this.
I just leave mine.
Yeah.
Well, like his nose, am I right?
Now, here we go. Yeah. And it's gone.
Hey.
When yours goes untouched for long enough, he snaps his fingers and points at a guy in the corner who picks it up and brings it over to him.
Oh, perfect.
Sobriety's respectable.
Again,
Designated carriage.
carriage drive. Don't horsin'. Don't drink and horse.
Once we're done with that, I assume we head out.
Yep.
And keep a close eye on everybody as we're walking out.
Noting we
Bought
are
a few Zents here and there, watching you, but none of them are making any sort of aggressive motion.
we
Push them
are.
down the hole.
Note that we are a couple minutes within the second alarm.
That's, I think, perfect. You all head back to the house. Each of you arriving at different times as you all get back.
Master Torin, I joined a faction without your permission. I'm kidding.
What?
They're called the Xanathar's Guild. I'm kidding.
That's all right. We joined the Zhentarim.
No, you join the Zhentarim.
Well, guess tonight's the night bitches die.
Wait.
They also give me 3 levels. Stunning strike. Anyway, bye.
Yeah. Hooray! We did it.
You did
We
it.
solved your factions puzzle.
I solved your factions puzzle
We
with
each
me
has a faction, guys.
role playing at you for 4 hours.
We each
Yeah.
Has
we
it
each
really
has a-
been that long?
Yeah, if we're at second
It's
alarm.
been 3 hours.
3
Feels like
hours.
it's been 10
but yeah.
minutes.
We
Yeah.
each has a faction, my dudes.
It's true.
It's true.
Maybe it's just
almost
because
like it was planned.
maybe it's just because I'm heckin' super tired, but it's definitely felt like 3 hours.
Yeah.
My brain's working real slow today.
Mm.
That's fair.
It's definitely felt like 6 hours. It's been 3 hours. It's definitely felt like 6 hours.
Also, you can all discuss when you get back as much of each of your respective jobs that have been put forward as you wish. Some of you were all there for the
Master
Harpers
Torin, I
one,
need to
so-
I need to go and kill a necromancer.
Cool.
What? Yeah, let's go.
All
Sounds
right.
like important.
Yeah, let's do that. Where is he?
He's in
Sell
the city of the
poison.
dead.
It's better than delivering poison for the Zhentarim.
Delivering
I
poison
gotta save a
from
cat
the
from a
Zhentarim.
library.
I get to stay at home until I'm called upon.
Well, you already did your mission, man.
Exactly. Already did mine.
You
Now we gotta
love
do
them.
our mission.
My mission was super easy.
And it fucking almost killed the lead.
Go meet an annoying monk.
Go to a mountain, deliver some poison, save a cat, destroy a necromancer.
It's true.
One of these things is not like the other.
Fucking my hippies are hardcore, man.
Dude, the fucking Emerald Enclave are all about that fucking destruction of undead at all costs.
Yeah, they don't fuck with
I like
them.
that.
Yeah.
No, they mentioned the guy with them. He's a knight of Kelimvor, who's like one of the gods of the dead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we have to go like to the Knights of Kalimvor and like he's just like, what happened?
I'm imagining Kelimvor just like, stop fucking taking my shit! To all necromancers out there.
Basically, because he's like, he judges where you go in your afterlife. And fucking stop taking people away. I'm trying to judge them.
Those are mine.
With that, I think we'll probably just leave off with you guys heading home with your respective missions. Each of you with a bit of work to be done as the cloaked woman slowly rolls up and walks into the god catcher. Definitely not a suspicious person.
Super not.
And
gonna
the guy
beat
in
him
black
up.
robes in the graveyard is also definitely not a suspicious person.
Not at all.
Man.
Can't wait to murder that thing.
And some lady crying in a bar because her cat's stuck in a building with maybe.
Well, fix it. Well, get your cat. It'll
Fucking
happen.
save your cat from the dog or whatever. God.
Shit.
2 weeks on the next one.
We'll fucking
It's just
get
a
it.
dog.
We'll save your cat from the homeless
We'll
man.
fucking
Right?
save
God.
your library from your cat or whatever.
Fucking turns out there's like a fucking actual like abomination thing in there. Like
It's like a werewolf and not like a dog.
it's like a baby Tarrasque.
All right.
Baby Tarrasque.
Baby
Running them
Tarrasque.
credits. There's them credits.
Entirely within your library. Well, yes.
It's like a baby Tarrasque, kind of like a sperm Tarrasque.
Oh.
A sperm Tarrasque.
A what?
You know, there's only one Tarrasque in the world at a time, right?
Yeah, the rest of them are babies.
You know, a baby thing is
They're-
still a thing.
I mean, it's not a Tarrasque, unless you want it to be. But normally it's the
Be a
Tarrasque.
Tarrasque.
Yeah.
I guess that's one reason why you can't like always use like the idea, because like I remember someone using the idea at one point of the undead Tarrasque. where it's, like,
6 undead Tarrasques.
That was Matthew Mercer doing a joke.
Yeah.
where it's just like in order
d-
to have an undead Tarrasque, the Tarrasque has to have died.
Yeah.
Which is a feat in itself.
That was dice camera action. Chris Perkins had stepped away, and he was in the same building. And Matthew snuck in at the start of their session and started DMing a situation where in Barovia, 6 undead Tarrasques arose from the ground and murdered the party.
It wasn't even like a dice roll thing. It's like, I run away, but you die. And they're like, no.
The tail end of it is caught on their recording.
Yeah, it's so cute.
It's adorable.
Alrighty, I've run the credits a couple times. We're gonna take off, people in the chat.
Hooray!
Chat.
We'll see you Saturday, chat, and then next Thursday, and then next Saturday, and then next Thursday we'll do more of this.
Yay!
Hell yeah.
Goodbye.
We'll probably see you later on.
Y'all get hyped for Vestige.
Vestige hype.